Tell me when, Ramses. I can't hear shit. You're on? Camera on? All right, everybody, clap it up. We're live on YouTube. Woo! The World Wide Web is amazing. Clap it up for yourselves, guys. This is Halftime Hacks. That's you right there, Bill. Halftime Hacks is our show where we steal kind of Kill Tony premise along with the NFL game that's on right now, which we can talk about. And also we talk about sports and comedy. I have two comedians on every show helping me learn about comedy, learn about their background in comedy, pros, cons. They also help me talk to the comedians doing the open mic portion and give some constructive criticism. Not as mean as Kill Tony, but, you know, we give some good criticism. And we pass people. I gave a guest set 2 weeks ago. I gave a guest set to another comic. He's doing, I think, next weekend. Somebody big next weekend. Anyway, doing probably 7 minutes on a regular show because they did great here. So turn that thing on. All right, so real premise for you guys before I introduce you guys, because I probably didn't tell you guys the premise that much. But again, Kill Tony style. We'll talk a little bit first, give updates on the game. The game just kicked off 12 minutes in, 0-0. The Raiders at Broncos. The terrible Raiders are getting, I think, 8.5 to 9.5 points if you're a gambling man. I am not, because I have no money to gamble with. The Broncos are 7-2, I believe. You know what? I'm going to introduce you guys first before I explain the premise.
That's right.
First up, does that sound all right? Can you hear you on there, Michael? Give it up for Michael O'Brien, everybody. Michael O'Brien.
Yo.
Test that thing out. Make sure we can hear okay. And our other comedian here, and make sure I pronounce your last name right, is Bill Jubron, everybody. Bill Jubron. Clap it for Bill. I've known these guys. I've known Bill for probably 12, 13 years, I'm guessing.
Something like that.
And Michael probably close to the same. No, actually, when we first opened this club on Grand, Michelle, my manager, loved you. You know Michael O'Brien? You know Michael O'Brien? He's a great host. You got to get him. And I said, I don't know who Michael O'Brien is. And she was a huge fan of yours, and I think she had a crush on you. So then, nice. So that's probably been at least 6 years, probably 5 years when we opened the little club. And we also play football and basketball together on weekends. Yeah, exactly. What do we got? Another names? All right, the names are coming in. So the premise, guys, is kind of Kill Tony style. We got names from some of the open micers coming up to do 3 minutes. We're doing 3 minutes. And again, we'll probably do it in a little bit. We'll talk a little sports, a little comedy first, and then we'll get to it. And again, we pass people from here, guest sets, paid sets. We've passed probably Josiah. We've probably passed 5 people to do regular shows, paid shows, especially if they can host. If they have the hosting ability, which both of you guys have. I've seen you guys host many times. Then it's even more of a commodity in comedy. If I can get somebody to host and do 5-7 minutes, keep the show positive and high energy, it's always great. So yeah, we're going to talk some sports, talk about comedy. We got hundreds of people here again. Actually, this is our biggest turnout. This is Ramses. What are you marketing this on the streets of Escondido? What's going on? Yeah, okay. And clap it up for Ramses. Ramses is our co-producer here, Ramses Garcia. Since we first opened the comedy club on Grand Avenue here in North San Diego 6 years ago, Ramses has worked for me the second week, I think. He was a busser, runner, server, door guy. He's been in the kitchen. He's passed out flyers. He's done landscaping in my yard. He's done landscaping in my yard, which is good. I wish that was a joke. He and I have probably landscaped together. He's done a lot of stuff for me. So anyway, great guy. All right, fellas, let's start. We're going to start with Michael first. Actually, no. Bill hasn't even spoken yet. Let's start with Bill. So, Bill, you are currently, you're not full-time stand-up, right? We're all kind of part-time. I haven't been on stage in 3 months, so all things aside. Rocky, our buddy Rocky today was texting me about some new club he wants to open in Temecula, and I said, dude, I haven't got up on stage in 3-4 months, so I'm not even a comedian anymore. But you're still pretty active in the stand-up scene?
I still do. I do stand-up. I do a lot of social media now, and I've been focused. I'm a content creator now. I piss people off.
For sure. I was going to get to that.
Behind the screen.
I was going to get to that. So one of the things a lot of comedians complain about, nowadays is you got to get your numbers up, right? Like even Shang, I mentioned earlier, would always say, you need to get your numbers up. These clubs won't even hire you. They won't even book you because you don't have enough Instagram followers. You have done an amazing job, less with your stand-up post, but more with your political, kind of some of your rants and some of your things. Tell everybody how you've gotten your following up, because it's huge now. TikTok, right? Instagram, you got a lot of how many followers?
On Facebook, I'm up to 400,000 followers, and that was just in the last 4 months. So I'm pretty happy
crazy.
with that.
That's crazy.
But see, just none of my comedy videos ever went viral. So I'm like, I might as well just talk shit to people. And am I talking shit, or me clapping back on someone, or me just clowning a Trump supporter? People like that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was waiting for the T word to come up. You and I align politically. I don't do a lot of political stuff anymore.
Normal, bro.
But you and I align politically on that, so I watch some of it.
It's just being normal. It's just being normal.
Yeah.
We're not hardcore leftists. We're like, you know what? I want health care, clean air, and water. You're a liberal. Like, fuck you. Like, are we allowed to use language here?
Oh, you can fucking say whatever the fuck you want.
Cool.
All right, cool. Well, we jumped right in the Trump thing. I was going to dance around a little bit, but yeah, anyway. You and I align politically quite a bit, so I like all your stuff, as you know, for years we've had. But I used to post a little more and get into it with people, and it's just too much. It's like a part-time job. So when did you start comedy? How long ago? And what got you into comedy?
It's been 14 years.
14?
I've always had a love for comedy, and then at my best friend's wedding, I was the best man, so I roasted him in a party full of 500, and it was half Indian people and half white people. I'm like, okay, and I roasted him, and that killed. Like, they talked about that for years after that. I'm like, okay, I had my first experience. I'm like, I like this feeling. I like what I did here, so I want to try it. Then my girl, who's over here today, my beautiful girl, MJ, she told me about Rocky having an open mic about 14, 15 years ago in Temecula. I tried it out.
The Shamrock, or where was that?
No, it was before the Shamrock. It was a place called It's All Good.
What was it?
It's All Good.
It's All Good? Okay. I don't remember that one.
It's All Good. Yeah, it was a Trump supporter who owned that.
Stop.
And I tried it. In the first 2 minutes, I knew right away I'm going to be doing comedy the rest of my life, whether I make money or not.
Nice.
I found my passion. I'm like, this is it.
Nice. I bombed so hard my first time, I was like, I should never fucking do this again. No, I'm just kidding. I actually did good. That's why. Zoltan was hosting my first open mic, and then he was like, that was pretty good. I was like, really, dude? And I was hooked. So you've been doing it a while. Have you been doing stand-up lately, or you mostly?
In the last 4 months, I've had health issues. I've spent plenty of time in the emergency room and everything, and I've been working on my social media. So a couple times a month, I've been just lately. But a lot of private gigs. I do a lot of private gigs in people's homes and mansions, and some corporate gigs, but I'm not out there full-time. 2026, I plan on doing it. Doing it
full-time. Right on. Well, that's good to hear. Now, Michael O'Brien, I know you're kind of like me. You're always part-time. You're kind of in and out like me. Sometimes I'm all in. I'm doing shows 3 nights a week. Other times I'm like, I haven't been on stage in 3 months. What's your, when did you start? How did you start? And what's your status right now? Are you getting up again? Because you mentioned to me maybe you're getting up again.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. You know, I work full time and got kiddos, and so comedy is something I've always loved. Started in 1998 at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. I think you've mentioned you've been there many times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's 1998, and I called and I got my first 3 minutes, and I did 9.5 minutes and ran the light and didn't know what the flashing light was.
Ooh, they're probably still mad at you about that,
they
right?
They probably are. Yeah, I ran the light.
I tell these guys to be more strict at ours, right? Because that's how we came up with you were fucked. You would never get on stage again if you got in trouble. Did they tell you to get the hell out and never have you back?
They were flashing the light, and I didn't know what that meant. And then the host walked up to the side of
You're
the
stage. You're like, I must be doing good. They're flashing lights at me.
Yeah, and the host came up to the side of the stage, and I'm like, what are you doing up here? And he's like, you've gone too long. And I was like, all right. So I hopped off, but I did well. I did well enough to where they were like, yeah, you can't ever do that again, but when are you coming back?
Do you remember any of the names? Anybody who was hosting? Any of the people from back then?
Man, Dat Fan was on there.
Yeah, Dad's from San Diego. He used to sell cars in San Diego back in the day. I remember that.
All of those era comedians were there back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, but it was fun. It was really fun.
How are you supposed to know about the light if it's your first time and no one told you?
No one told me. I had no idea.
Like if you see it at a concert, if people going like this, they're like, hey, this guy's doing good.
Most good mics, I think Ramses and Jim and Rafa, who runs, they kind of announce it. Hey, we have the clock going out there now, so we got the clock. So you can see your time, which was great. I stole that from the Improv when I worked with Ian Bagg up there. But I think they give the rules pretty good about it, phones and whatever, and flash. Hopefully Ramses is doing that.
At the Comedy Store, the light is on stage to your right.
Oh yeah, it's bright as hell. Oh no, it's right. It's right in the comics section. Pauly Shore's brother sits right because he lives down there.
That's right.
But it's fucking bright as hell. We had one at the old club, the same red bulb I stole from them. Mm-hmm. But when you turn it on, it was so bright that it was like the crowd. During regular shows, the whole crowd would turn and look back.
Yeah, That's
So
right.
I never used it.
And they were flashing it, and I had no idea what it meant.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no one taught you. That's not good. Mike Vinn, my buddy who's manager of the Comedy Store now, he would kill you if you did that.
Yeah.
He would fucking kill you in the
Yeah.
back alley.
Better be careful.
He wouldn't care. All right, I like it. So are you doing shows right now? I mean, have you been up lately? You were telling me.
Yeah, like you, Adam. It's been a few months since I've been up, and it's been few and far between over the past year and a half. You know, I've had some health issues too, but for the most part, it's been just a love that I've been passionate about. Can you please silence your phone,
What
Adam?
the fuck? Who's got their phone on during
That's
that
so
thing?
rude.
How old are we? We all have medical issues? What the fuck? How old are we? What happened to us? This is like
I'm
a
52.
geriatric podcast. Welcome to the Geriatric Podcast, where we talk about our health issues and how we haven't been on stage in 4 months. We haven't been on stage in 4 months. No, that's good. There's so many good bar shows in North County. A lot of these guys have probably done them.
Yep.
Some good mics. So many good bar shows now. Breweries.
Privateer is one, that one's a great show. Love doing that show. And that was one of the last times I performed. It was the weakest set I've probably done in my life, but it was so fun. The crowd there is perfect.
There's a winery in Carlsbad. I went maybe 8 months ago. I happened to be down there on a Tuesday, Wednesday when somebody who hosts here was putting on a show, and I went down there to get a beer. It was a good show, good 50 people in there. So there's so many good bar shows, and there's so many breweries nowadays that you could do shows every other night.
I think the first Tuesday in Encinitas at the American Legion, there's an open mic.
Yeah, well, he has a show too. What's his name has a show at the American Encinitas. He was on Letterman and all that. What's his name? He was the first one to see my old club. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Andrew Norelli.
Yep, that's right.
Andrew Norelli has a great
he's
show.
Brilliant. Yeah,
he was on Letterman. He's been on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I signed a lease at the old club. My wife hadn't even seen it yet, and he happened to text me that day, and I said, dude, I just signed a lease. I think this room is going to be great. I don't know. He's like, I'm on my way. So he was the first one to see that room, and he goes, this is going to be great, because it was such a small, kind of a low-ceiling place.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. You got a lot of comedians that support each other throughout the years. They want everyone to succeed. Really, it's what it's about.
The crazy thing about Andrew is he's never headlined. So he headlined my La Costa show, the resort we do every 3 weeks or 3 months. But then he never headlined. I had Neil Brennan the first time at the old club, and he did a guest set because he knows Neil a little bit or something. But he's never headlined. He doesn't really do shows anymore. He does a couple corporate gigs. He gets 15 grand, 20 grand doing a corporate gig once or twice a month. And he goes, yeah, and then he surfs and works out. And then he does his little show at the American. He literally does 2 corporate gigs a month and then makes like 30, 40 grand a month or whatever. I'm like Intel and Microsoft.
Nice.
It's a crazy life. He's very funny, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's worth that much. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right, update on the game, 0-0. We got a real barn burner here, the Raiders.
I picked the under.
You got the under? All right, it's probably pretty low. Pete Carroll is the coach for the Raiders. He is 89 years old now, I think, isn't he? Still chewing his gum.
He's 94.
He's fucking old, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep recycling all these head coaches in the NFL, and I mean, he really is super old. I don't get it.
Well, if you get a coach and you got experience and you're good with players and you can rally, get a lot of good playing out of your team, you never know. You got
Pete Carroll has none of those things. Everything you just said, that's not Pete Carroll.
I think
Broncos wearing the throwbacks, orange with the blue. I like those. They look good.
Who do you think of when you see those jerseys?
Of course, Elway, Mecklenburg, Atwater. Who's the other?
Humphreys? Was it running back Humphreys? Was there a Humphreys?
No, Stan Humphries is a Chargers quarterback.
No, not the quarterback.
Terrell Davis? No, he was newer than that, right? Anyway, all right. Well, anyway, 0-0. Not a lot to talk about in the game. How about this? How about we start by pulling a name, and then I'll go back to more questions about some comedy stuff. Maybe talk about your guys' best gig, worst gig. You know what? Actually, and some sports stuff, too. I want to talk about who you guys are fans of sports-wise. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. We got beat by the fucking Panthers.
How'd that happen?
Our 2 losses, Browns and Panthers.
That is weak.
Fucking terrible, those
But
stupid
the Panthers got a good defense. They'll surprise people.
It was ugly. It was ugly.
good. They
Jordan
got-
Love's birthday, and it was ugly. It was
Well,
bad.
Rico Dowell is their relatively new running back. That guy is tearing it up.
Yeah. No, we are in big trouble. Oh, great name. I pulled some rhyming name first. How about this? This person's going to be first up. Is going to be Chill Jill. She's going to be first. She's on her way? Well, fucking she's not getting up now, all right? Tell her to fucking turn her car around and head over the
You're out of here.
American Comedy Company, because that dickhead will fucking, sorry. Too loud, Ramses? Knowing him, he'll watch it. Am I too loud? Or I'm eating the mic again. Have you guys done American Comedy Company ever?
I have not done the American Comedy
Just once an open mic.
Smart move. Don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. He actually likes me, but he's a crazy person. I mean, I haven't been down there in a while, but whatever.
It's too far to drive. That's why your club's kicking it up here, bro. North County Comedy's where it's at.
So on deck, number 2 up is going to be Purple Haze. So Purple Haze is going to be on deck. But coming to the stage right now, it's not going to be Chill Jill because she's not fucking here. All right, coming to the stage right now, hopefully he's here. Is Matty Ice here? Is Matty Ice here? Oh, the son of a bitch. Rams, you ready with music? Coming to the stage right now to do 3 minutes for your entertainment is Matty Ice, everybody. Matty Ice!
You're all way too kind.
Good. Yeah, just want to make it don't fall off.
1, 2, are we good? Okay. Thank you. Camera's there, all right. So yeah, my name is Matty Ice. It's not my real name, it's a stage name. I've been working in the beer industry in San Diego for 10 years. You know, we make craft beers in San Diego, premium beers in San Diego. What do my coworkers do? They name me after a shitty beer, Natty Ice. So that's how I get my name. I've been a comic for about 1.5 years. I've been working in the beer industry for 10 years. There's 130 breweries in San Diego. Why? Because the Padres suck so bad. I can say that. I've been living here for 50 years, been a Padre fan for 45, and they don't win shit. We used to have 180 breweries in San Diego, and then the Chargers left, and we didn't have to drink year-round anymore, so got rid of that problem. We're not the alcoholics we used to be. It's cool to be here at the Grand Comedy Club. I used to work at Grand Avenue Bar and Grill. It's a sports bar in Carlsbad. Has anybody been there before?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know the nickname of Grand Avenue Bar and Grill?
No, I don't.
It's the G-Spot.
Oh, yes, the G-Spot.
See, yeah, I loved working the G-Spot. It was all female coworkers.
I get in trouble for that.
Yeah, what?
Keep going.
It's all female coworkers. It's all female customers. And none of the guys in Carlsbad could ever find the fucking place. So it was a good time. The tips weren't too good, though. But, yeah, even with Google Maps, none of the guys out there could find it. My girlfriend loves to shop, as most women do, and I'm fortunate. She likes to go to Ross. You know, it's cheap. Everything's cheap there, but I fucking hate that store. And so she knows that. So she tells me, Maddie, she gives it like a cute name to trick me, but, you know. So she goes, Maddie, will you go to ROSS with me? And I'll go, no, I do not want to go to randomly organized sellable shit. No, I'm not going to that fucking store. I hate that fucking place. They passed a law where you could steal up to $950 out of any store, but there's not even $950 in that Ross. And they got like a SWAT team of guys that are gonna like tackle you if you steal anything. And not that I stole anything other than these vans, but anyways, yeah, stoked to be here. And have a good night, everybody. Cheers. Thank you.
Clap it up for Matty Ice, everybody. Matty Ice, Matty, stay here.
Hey,
We're going to
stay
talk a
up
little
here.
bit. Stay here. All right. No, you can stand. Okay, either way. I like that. Little.
Yeah, take a knee.
Yeah, little. The Broncos are on, so you're doing your Tebow thing. I like it. Do your Tebow. Sorry. Non-sports fans. All right. So, Matty Ice, you got reverb, Ramses? We got to maybe turn me down or something if we got any reverb. I don't want to screw up the next comedians at all. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out. Carlsbad, do you know Grady? How long ago did you work down there? Do you know Grady Hellman, the bartender at Hennessy's? No, well, fuck you then. He's a good buddy of mine. I play hockey with him. Yeah, okay. There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Anything? Pros, cons? What'd you think? I like the G-spot joke. I think he underplayed it a little bit. I think that was a good one, but the can't find it joke.
Yeah, I think Maddie's got great stage presence. You really do. I think you are smiling during your jokes, and you're making, trying to make eye contact and rapport. I think you had good flow, and you can tell that you're reliving your jokes, which I think the audience will like in general. Presentation. And there's a couple words I think I didn't quite understand, and I don't know if that's where I'm sitting or the speaker, so always enunciating words is always important. But yeah, you got a good stage presence. I think you keep at it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like I said, you did own the stage for the short time. You did have control, in my opinion. You grabbed them right away, and you were personal with them. You weren't just reciting something. You were feeling something. Okay, so with what you grabbed everyone's attention right away with the beer and the breweries and everything. Like, so you grabbed it. So you did the hard part. So I'll give you credit for that, definitely.
You lost a few when you bagged on the Padres. I'm a Padres fan, so it's risky. It's risky.
It is.
We're sensitive.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I remember one time in Hemet, I was wearing my Padre jersey. Usually I'm representing the Padres.
You might need your mic. Does he need his mic when he's talking?
Move that thing. Put that to your right. Here, I'll borrow this one. It's okay.
Yeah. Cut this out.
No, but you're totally right. Usually I'm wearing, I had a friend of mine say I looked like Mike Schmidt, the former Padre manager, with my glasses and stuff, but I was always wearing my
totally.
Padre. I was always representing the Padres. I feel like a hypocrite now. But my doc, and so anyways, one time, everybody was cheering because I had just the clothing alone had the whole room amped, right? And then I did a throwaway line, "Fuck the Chargers," and the whole place turns on me. It was rough, and but it was good. And
Know your environment.
Yeah,
know your environment.
So but then I'm like, oh, so here's all the 9 Charger fans. We don't have you guys in San Diego. And I start ripping on them, and they're throwing shit at me, and I'm like, wow, that was fucking rough. And then
My know your environment story, my first big feature gig like 13 years ago was in North Park, right next to Hillcrest. And it's called The Adam Show. I was featuring for Adam Hunter. You remember Adam Hunter, the one-line guy? He's a big Fox News. Bill, have you seen him? He's on that Gutfeld.
I have some words for
Yeah, Adam. These guys embrace some of those things just because now he's on TV a lot and whatever. But he's a one-line guy, so it was called The Adam Show. I featured for Adam Hunter, and it is basically Hillcrest. So I did my couple gay jokes about me driving a Prius. They do not do well. I realize where I was. And I kind of knew, but I went for it anyway. And he does not show up. Here's why you show up to see your venue before you go on stage. They were literally like, Adam, you might have to stretch and do more than 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, just let me know. Well, he showed up. I go on back, and he goes, hey, sorry I'm late. And I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. How is it? I said, yeah, it's pretty good. It was 100-plus people. He went out and just started doing gay joke after gay joke after. And they hated him. And he goes, what is this, a gay part of town? And everyone's like, fucking, you look, and there's just lesbians coupled up and dudes. He had no idea what it was like in the crowd. So that's my know your environment before you go on stage. And that's why he's on Fox News. I also, the last show I did Patrick DeGear's military shows on St. Nicholas Island. I've done that twice now. Yeah. And I did it with Hunter. Both times Hunter was with me. One like 8 years ago, and one like maybe a year and a half ago I went. But so how many years have you done? Have you been doing open mics? How many times have you been up? How long?
Oh, probably 100 times. I've been doing. I think I'm at the 17th month mark right now. Yeah.
And you're doing it like a couple days a week. You're active.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like going to LA. I go up there quite a bit. I've been doing that last summer and then this summer.
Are you finding open mics in LA? I mean, sometimes you have to pay to go on mics in LA.
I'm stuck in like the whole bringer crowd.
Oh yeah,
I hate doing that because it's like. I can't even scrounge up 8 people here, and LA's like, bring 10. I'm like, how about 5?
The first time I ever did the Comedy Store in Hollywood, it was Crazy Cindy's show. You had to bring 5. And then the one time I only got 2, and she said, you only brought 2. And I said, well, how much were they? And I paid $40. And she just looked at me, and I said, now I got 5. Because I drove all the way to LA to do 7 minutes. Yeah. Bringer shows. You got to do whatever you got to do to get on stage, I guess.
Yeah. It's true. I always try to read the room, but that him at night, these were like the underground Charger fans. They weren't wearing any shit, you know what I mean? So it's like,
we're going back to this story? We're jumping back? We're jumping back to the Charger story? All right, guys. Earlier in the conversation, we were talking about forget it. No, okay. All right. Give it up one more time for Matty Ice, everybody. Matty Ice. Clap it up for Matty Ice. Good job. Pass that to Bill, please. I want to...
I'll put it up. I got it. Thanks.
I want to keep that, you know what, keep that mic, pull that whole thing to, there you go. You know what, we'll just use Bill's for the comedians for now. And then, because it was making a fucking reverb noise. Ramses was supposed to get here 5 hours early to set all this up. And no, I'm just kidding, Ramses.
So this isn't really like a kill Tony. It's like a massage Tony.
Oh, no. You want to be mean, you go ahead and be mean, Bill. You want to be
No,
mean?
This is a
I want
nice
to play by the rules. Okay, I'm thinking, what can I say about this dickhead over here? Like,
Yeah, go
and I'm
ahead.
like, oh no, we're not doing that. Okay,
Listen,
cool. Like,
I'll tell you this. I don't. So we talked on the way. So I've been to Rogan's Club. I was with Tony a year in June, and the funny thing is he remembered me because I was like nervous. Rich Voss was headlining Rogan's Club, so we were gonna golf, and I said I want to go to see his club, but I want to be an audience member in the club. So I said, Voss, I'm going with you. Let's play golf. He goes, okay. So I go to Rogan's Club last June, a year ago June, and the Thursday show's Joe Rogan and friends, and Voss meet me in front. We're staying at different hotels. He just walks by like 20 security guards, and I'm just behind him waving, and they're like, one guy goes, Mr. Voss, and does this, but he was going anyway, and these guys all got cauliflower ear and guns on their hips and shit. It's Texas. So I just wave. I'm with him. They're like, okay, and he goes all the way up to the green room. So we're the first two people in the green room at Joe Rogan's Club. It's a huge, awesome green room. There's bongs and supplements everywhere. Rodney Dangerfield set list. It's really cool. And I'm like, I'm going to get kicked out of here. I'm not even supposed to be in here. And the first people in, I was like, please. I text Brian Simpson, who started here in San Diego. He's a buddy of ours. Used to work at Madhouse. I texted him the day before. Hey, dude, I'm coming out there. Please tell people who I am a little bit so I don't get thrown. Like, I don't want to sit in the audience. I want to be in some backstage shit. Of course, he doesn't reply because that's Brian. So first person in, Brian Simpson. He goes, hey, what's up? I go, dude. He whispers, sorry, I didn't text you back. I'm like, fuck you. And then Ron White comes in. Hey, who the fuck are you? And I go, my name is Adam. I own a comedy club in North San Diego. I'm a comic, but I know he golfs. I said, I'm golfing with Voss tomorrow. He goes, where are you golfing? I said, Barton Creek, Omni, whatever. And I said, you want to play? He goes, what time? I said, 8:30 in the morning. He goes, fuck that shit too early. Then he says, my back's screwed up from playing the last 3 days. So now I'm in with him, okay, right? I'm good. I'm two for
Good
two.
job.
nice.
Tony
Way to
Hinchcliffe-
build rapport in the room.
Build rapport. All right. And I see beers in the fridge over there. I'm like, God, I just want to get a beer out of that fridge, but I don't. So Tony Hinchcliffe comes in. I go, hey. He goes, Comedy Club, San Diego. Super gay voice that he has. Comedy Club, San Diego, North San Diego. I go, yeah. Adam, hey, what's up, Tony? He walks away. He's not a nice guy. And then Adam Egget, the booker, who used to be the Hollywood booker, Rogan stole him years ago. Adam goes, Adam remembers me? Yay, okay, from me going up to the Comedy Store and trying to give out cards. And then I said to Simpson, hey, let me know the protocol. Like, if I'm not supposed to be in here, let me know. And they said, sit on the balcony outside the green room and watch the shows. And then so they came out, and he said, Joe doesn't want any non-comedians in the green room, but you can stay out here. As soon as Joe goes on stage, you're allowed to go in, grab beers, hang out, and then when he comes off stage, no problem, but because you know so many people in here. So I was like, sweet. So I stayed out there. Joe went up to close the show. It was all the material he was working for his last Netflix thing. He had filmed it a couple months after that. And
Is
I
that
went
where
back.
he was lactating?
Yes, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Ron White destroyed the show. And Voss did a guest set, too. Voss did a guest set, destroyed. I mean, destroyed for 10 minutes, and he was headlining the weekend. And then we went to Red Band's Club, three blocks down after. He did the same exact set and bombed. Voss comes off, Voss, what did I do wrong? I said, nothing. It's the room. It's the setup of the room. It's a little bit different setup. There's a bar in the room. The stage is high. It's a music venue. He ate a dick, and I was laughing at him because he was like, what did I do different? I go, nothing. You did the same exact
So
set.
you just suck tonight, bro.
Yeah, he sucked. So anyway, that's my story about hanging out with family. And then Rogan came in, hey, hung out. We watched the debates. That was the Biden debates that night. So I'm in the green room watching the Biden debates with all those guys, drinking beer and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then I was there another night when Voss headlined and stuff. Voss is actually here in March. He's rebooked. So I've had a half a White Claw. I'm rambling on, guys. So anyway,
Oh, it's a great story.
we're going one more question before we bring up Purple Haze. We got a lot of names. We got Chillville, Purple Haze, Matty Ice. Everyone's got a fucking. It's like an urban show in here, you know?
Yeah.
The urban comics like to give themselves
It's
names.
like we're in Amsterdam.
Yeah, urban names. Not urban.
Oh, herb.
Herb names.
Purple Haze is a herb.
So who are your sports teams and why? Were you, like, I'm always curious about who roots for who.
I've dealt with all kinds of heartbreak, but it's been good recently. So Cubs fan, Buffalo Bills fan, mostly. And
And where are you from? What makes you?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
I'm from Chicago. And so Cubs fan, had to deal with all kinds of heartbreak until 2016. And then Buffalo, they're just fun. Buffalo's been fun. I've been watching them since 1990. Jim Kelly, Andre
When
Reed,
they were really good, right?
Thurman Thomas. Since then, yeah. And then this is a year.
For Buffalo?
I've been saying this for about 30 years, but this is the year.
Okay.
For sure. I mean it this time.
So you became a Buffalo fan because
Just by watching them.
liked
Just they were fun to watch.
You were never Bears fan?
I'm a Bears fan too, but my God, they hurt my feelings. Like, God, they find ways to lose. Hail Marys. Or
See how they won last week, though? They had
that
a great...
was impressive. I'm waiting for them to fuck it. Like, okay, go ahead.
They're like, yeah, after review, they lost the game from 5 days ago, right, or something like that with the Bears. They won it with like 10 seconds. Okay. And Michael, your teams and why?
Well, I've been in San Diego for, a long time, so I'm a Padres and Chargers fan. Even though the Chargers moved to LA, I'm still a fan.
Nice. A lot of people won't admit that.
No, I'm still a fan. Yeah, a lot of people won't admit it. My wife just hates them now. But
Oh, really?
whatever. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I lost track of football for a number of years, but then when the Chargers got Doug Flutie,
Yep.
yeah. Caleb, hold your duty. The Chargers got Doug Flutie.
Doug
I was a
Flutie.
fan.
I've told you this before. It sounds like I'm name dropping the whole time. I used to golf with Flutie. I played basketball with him at La Jolla Rec for years when he was with the Chargers. And then we golfed at Madeiras a couple times on Mother's Day. Yeah, he's a great dude.
I played baseball with Doug Flutie.
Did you?
I went 1 for 2 against Doug Flutie.
Nice.
This is 2 years ago.
I think, he still plays. I see
He
his
still
Instagram.
plays baseball. My brother plays baseball in Florida.
Yeah, he lives in Florida now.
And I went to go vacation. My brother says, "You want to play?" I'm like, "Give me some cleats. Let's go." And Doug Flutie's pitching. I'm like, "Shit."
You batting 500 against Doug Flutie?
Huh?
Nice. You're batting 500 against
I'm
Doug
batting
Flutie.
500
He
against him.
drop kicked in a game. He's the last guy to do the drop kick and make it. I think when he's
That
with the
dude is
Chargers.
he's so down to earth and cool and talented and just, you gotta love that. He throws junk at you. He has like 6 different pitches.
Yeah, he's a
like,
good dude.
yeah.
He sucks at golf. He shot like 115, I believe. He brought the 3rd string quarterback. So he told me at basketball the day before, I'll bring Drew. I'll bring like Junior or Drew or somebody. I was like, cool. And then he brought Dave Dickinson, the 3rd string quarterback from Montana State, who then 2 years later I'm watching Sports Center and who wins the not Ryder Cup, the Stampede, the Canadian trophy. He wins the
Canadian football?
The Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
What do they call that? The Cup Stampeders, whatever the fuck they call it. The Grey Cup. They call it the Grey Cup. The guy holding it up, I look, I'm like, I fucking golfed with that guy once. It was Dave Dickinson, the 3rd string quarterback from the Chargers, won the Grey Cup. Anyway. 2 more names.
Wow.
We better get going, man, because we got people. All right, we're gonna get it going. Is Purple Haze here? Sweet.
Nice.
It's quiet and shy. As quiet and shy as Purple Haze is. All right, next up, come to the stage. Rams, get ready for music. You do it in 3 minutes. Give it up for Purple Haze. We passing that bill?
Yo.
Oh no. You know what? Take this one. Take this one.
Use this
actually.
microphone.
Take this one. We got reverb. Oh, okay, give him that. Fucking, I don't know what's going on. Michael, do as you're told.
I don't know what he's doing, bro.
I don't know either.
I'm trying to figure it out. He's got no socks on and a gold chain that looks like a bike chain. Solid.
In spite of these guys, I'm so glad to be here. Escondido. I did some time in the Marine Corps, and I'm thinking, wow, all the men I had to sleep with to get to this point in my life.
Nice. You and Adam.
It's a big day in triathlon history. My Australian buddy became the state champion. And he did this with a hernia. A hernia. Painful. 30 days, no sex. Now I'm Purple Haze. I go 2, 3 days. I'm thinking, am I gay again? I'm sensing a homo-joke-phobic crowd tonight. Except for you over there. You're smiling. You're smiling. Let us know where you're at. Gay community, let us know where you're at. It's so interesting. The top disease among gay men is irritable bowel syndrome. I heard that and said, well, no shit. My 2 gay friends, oh, and I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Purple Haze, he's against gays. I'm not against gays. My Uncle Kurt is gay. Every Christmas, we see him in the fruit section. Ooh. Thank you. Two gay friends, Neil and Bob. I said, are those your names or what you do? Now, before I met Neil and Bob, I always considered myself a boob man. I was a boob man before I met Neil and Bob, but I found out I was an ass man. I was an ass man because I met Neil and Bob. Neil and Bob, they said, you voted for Trump, you're an ass, man. Do you know I found out why Pride Month is in June? Southern Baptist preacher told me. Oh, I come by to tell you today in your daily day, in God's word, the Old Testament book of Proverbs, it says that pride cometh before the fall. Don't know your Bible, huh? What are you, a bunch of Catholics? What about this group over there?
He's getting played off. 3.5 minutes. He went 30 seconds over. Michael, you would know something about that.
That's right.
No light. Where's
Well,
the
there's
light?
a big fucking clock that has the timer right there. See
I
the
was
video?
told 5 minutes.
No, well, right when it started, I said 3. So, here, do me a favor. Will you stand back here? Bring your mic with you so we can chat a little bit. One more time for Purple Haze, everybody. Clap it up for Purple Haze. No, come on back.
Purple
We'll
Haze,
chat.
come back here.
Stand right here, sir.
Bring the mic with you.
Bring that mic with you, and then we'll chat a little bit. So, Purple Haze, you do the open mic. I've seen your clips. I've met you here before, previously at the old club. Good job. How long you been doing comedy, and where you been getting up lately?
Where have I been getting up?
Jeez.
All right. Should we just cut the questions now?
I'm not homeless. I've been declared as plus street, so it's wherever the last place my van parked.
So you have a van. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long you doing comedy?
Well, I farted in boot camp, so my drill instructor said, "Oh, recruit Hazlett, you're the comedian." So I guess that's where I got my start.
Okay.
But basically, on the 2 combat zones, 2 combat tours, you have to keep your Marines laughing and a sense of humor to deal with their shit.
Okay. So in the traditional way of standing up in front of people with a microphone and lights at a comic club, how long have you been doing stand-up, open mic shows in the traditional way, not just... Because I know you've been doing our open mic for a while.
2021.
2021, okay. Because I remember you at the other club before we moved to this amazing place here. And are you getting on regular shows nowadays? Or doing mics? Are you doing multiple places? Are you do other clubs?
No shows. I consider myself an artist, so if I get a microphone in front of strangers, I'm happy. I lived a year in Hollywood, and I know that whole Brigham gang. I was a regular performer at Comedy Chateau and Ha Ha, but I found out there's no different if you get that's why I love this club, because you do get a real audience. So if I can talk to a group of strangers, I'm happy. I don't care if it's open mic. I don't have any of that phobia. I'll put all my stuff online. I don't care.
Well, we can tell you don't have the phobia. We can tell. You had a lot of energy. You had the most energy I've ever seen, actually. It was,
I sensed one phobia.
which one? Homophobia? Pretty good, Bill. Bill, pretty good. Bill, bring it. Pretty good. The funny thing is, I wrote something down about that one for a dude that wears a pink shirt and a sport coat. You had a lot of jokes about fucking gay people. I tell you that. No? Anyone? Just me? Okay. Michael, anything to say about... and by the way, Purple Haze, explain, is there a reason you picked that stage name?
Well, unlike a reference earlier, the song has nothing to do with drugs or a particular type of marijuana. It's about girl problems, which is the story of my life.
All right.
Just ask my ex-wife's lawyer.
Oh, I'll ask her. All right, I'll ask her when...
But yes, they couldn't pronounce my name correctly on the basketball team. I was one of 4 white guys.
Did you say
on
the
team.
basketball team? Blackball team?
Easy.
That's why
That's what
Pat
he
Spinner
said,
was so
didn't he?
good. We brought them all from the south of 8. But they pronounced my name Hazlitt, so I said Hayes, long A. So it just stuck.
Ah, okay. So it's old school. It's not just a comedy name. It
That
goes
girl
back to your
put
roots.
a spell on me. That's the meaning of the whole song. Nothing to do with drugs.
All right. Well, we're in a lot, guys. Michael, we're in a lot over here. Do you have any questions? Or,
I think Purple Haze has a career as a double for the dude from White Lotus.
Yeah, or Righteous Gemstones. I got a Righteous Gemstones vibe.
Totally.
Like his energy and everything.
Yeah,
like, they could
great
fucking
energy.
cast him tomorrow on either one
I
of
think
those.
you should go all the way next time. Just take your shirt off. You were starting to, and I think you got nervous.
I normally have more room.
Louder, Solomon,
You need
louder.
to come out Sunday night. You'll see.
Nice.
That's when the screams are loudest.
Nice.
Also in here, I was talking about after the show. But
Yeah. All right, give it up one more time for Purple Haze, everybody. Purple Haze.
Good job.
Ramses, the person that got added late, will you text me their name? Because I don't want to pull them. If they got here late, I don't want to incentivize. Yellow. Okay, I don't want to incentivize. Smart. See, Ramses, you're fucking my head. All right, so on deck is going to be, does it say Wilbin? Wilbin Hart? All right, on deck is going to be Wilbin Hart. But coming to the stage right now, and by the way, it's 3 minutes. There's a timer right there. Ramses is going to light you. He'll play you off if you go a little long. Coming to the stage right now, Peter C. Is Peter C. here? Clap it up for Peter C., everybody.
Peter C.
Peter C. Stairs over here. Peter C., don't fall
Peter
down.
C.
We don't have insurance. We're a small comedy club, so please don't fall down. Welcome, Peter C. Tough act to follow.
What's up, Peter C?
Oh, man. Good to be up here, man. I've been playing fantasy football. And I fucking hate fantasy football, man. So stupid, man. It's so toxic. And, like, the trash talk is disgusting. And I'm the best at it. Last week, I sent my opponent an eggplant emoji. And I said, that's what happens when you mess with Daddy Dick. On God. And that's just my church league. That's like not even my, like my main fantasy league. I'm from a small town near Idaho. It's a cute, little cozy, racist town. Very racist. It's cozy, but it's very racist, man. I got kicked out of the only comedy club in town. I tried to walk in, and the owner was like, hold on. Didn't you hear? This is open mic, not open border. I was like, man, didn't you hear? I got an open carry, mother. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That would have been cool, but I didn't think about that until like 2 weeks later. Shit, I should have been like, I got an open carry. I heard that recently that OnlyFans is coming out with a credit card. I'm like, how pathetic is that, man? Like an OnlyFans credit card? I got declined for it. Yeah, I applied. No, it's because they wanted me to close my Pornhub credit card first, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. OnlyFans card. What would the interest rate be on an OnlyFans credit card anyways? Like, how would they calculate that? I think they should base it on your penis size. So, like, however many inches, that's your rate. Inches to interest. And like if they did it that way, I would probably have like a very low rate. Unfortunately, I'd have one of the best rates. I'm not ashamed of it. I'd have a very little payment. I started to cook more recently, man. I made this recipe called Marry Me Chicken. It's supposed to be so good that you'll want to marry the person that made it. I'm already married though, so I had to change the name. My wife's like, that smells delicious. What is that? I'm like, oh, I think they call this Suck Me Off Tonight Pasta. Chicken. And it worked, though. It actually worked. I was like, whoa, the Suck Me Off chicken worked? I think, like, cooking might be my love language or whatever they call it. Like, that week I made doggy-style chicken. Bend over that couch chicken. I even got risky, man. I made chicken anal. It was delicious. It was delicious. Like, all of that was good, but then she gets pissed off when I make threesome chicken fingers. I'm like, come on, babe. It's not me. It's the recipe. The recipe calls for your best friend. Look. Eggs, flour, and one promiscuous Latina right there. It's not me. All right, thank you, guys.
Clap it up for Peter C., everybody. Peter C., well done. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
How long you doing comedy and doing any regular shows or mics, or what have you been up to?
Man, no regular shows yet. I've been doing open mics for about a year now.
Pretty good for a year in, guys, don't you think? For a year in, pretty good?
Yeah, he's got some skills.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You definitely have potential. You have a likability about you. One thing you need to lose immediately when you're on stage.
Yeah, you know what? That's changing, Bill. I was told the same thing when I started. I give Josh Nelson so much shit when he comes here with his fucking hat on, and now he does it on purpose. But there's some headliners that wear hats and stuff. It drives me a little crazy because that's what I was taught too.
Well,
But
it
the
hides
shadows.
It hides gives shadows and it
Shadows,
hides some of your
for sure.
facial. You can't read your facial expressions.
Or,
Gotcha.
go backwards. If
And
you have
I
a hat
found-
on, go backwards maybe.
Yeah, I usually do that.
Although you look
Thank
like
you
a
for mentioning
dumbass.
that, because I'm usually like back and forth on like, should I do a hat? Should I
Yeah.
go backwards? Thank you, man.
Yeah, but that's a good point, Bill.
And also on your joke about the, I like what you did with the food and how you
yeah,
made
yeah.
that, and like the threesome chicken fingers and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm gonna make that
Ta-
later.
turn that around and say, no, she wouldn't go for that, or just an idea. Turn that around and say, all I can get out of it was like the cuck chicken, or like the,
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
the
Okay.
cuck cacciatore or something. Like,
Change the
like she
angle.
wouldn't go for the threesome, but hey, she let me watch.
I wrote the
I'm over-
chicken.
I'm over-
I wrote
see.
the chicken thing now. I think another laugh because he says chicken, chicken, chicken. Make it a gumbo meatloaf, a doggy style gumbo,
Yeah.
and then a
okay.
blowjob meatloaf. Or
I
like
would-
change the food so you get another kick.
Maybe
in
a little more
jokes.
alliterative.
Yes.
It was
big of a
originally
word
like
for this
that.
podcast.
Yeah, it was originally like that, and I switched it to chicken. I'm like, that'd be
Yeah.
simple.
Like
It's
the
just
Hummer
chicken.
Get some
halibut.
funny words with lots of fucking consonants in there. Just
Gotcha.
make people laugh. Gumbo, some random shit. Well, it's just an added punch to the joke, but it's a great joke. I loved it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Michael?
I was thinking a random food would have been funny too, just to add in there. But I thought it was a great set, dude. Yeah, I thought you did fantastic.
Yeah,
Keep
for
doing
one
it.
year in, that was really good.
Yeah, totally.
Appreciate that.
I also am in fantasy football. I have never. My son is in our league now. He's 18, and he looked at Yahoo's he knows how to look at the shit I don't know. He said, "Dad, you've played 21 years and you've never been top 3." And I'm like, "Fuck." Thanks for reminding
That's how
me.
you that's how you kick your son out of the league.
I
man.
just hand $100 over every year. In the draft, we party and have a good time, make fun of. We all have readers now. I took pictures. 10 of our 12 guys had readers on. I just took pictures of everybody and posted them all on Facebook, on Instagram or whatever. So yeah, I too hate fantasy football. I forgot to set my lineup, and my kid reminded me about 5 hours ago.
The
thank
church league joke, that punchline was great. Yeah, it's perfect.
God. Yeah, it was good.
You probably can develop a lot. A lot of people play fantasy football. You probably have plenty more opportunity to put material into that. So.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good bit.
Yeah, no, liked it. Give it up one more time for Peter C. Well done, Peter C. Come back. Sunday nights are open mic. Sunday nights, you come to our open mic on Sundays? All right. I've only been here a few times lately, but I'll be back. I play hockey on Sunday nights because I'm fat and I need to do something. All right. I'm gonna draw a name for on deck. Not the yellow one. I pulled this one, but she was late. She's getting punished.
I think the Raiders are winning 7-0, by the way.
She's gonna be 2 up. I'm chill. Oh, Jesus. We might get her up right now based on that response.
Yeah.
She said, "Punish the fuck out of me." That's some Kill Tony nut.
The Come Pow Whip Me chicken.
All right. So on deck, we're going to have Chris K. Chris K's on deck. And then we're going to get Chill Jill just because she said that shit, which was amazing. But coming to the stage right now, update on the game. The Raiders are up 7-0 now for the last fucking 10 minutes or so. The Broncos are supposed to be good. Bill, are you searching stuff on the Broncos?
I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
name one Bronco right now.
Not one?
I can't name one. I don't even know who the quarterback is.
He's hurt, I think, right?
Bo
Who's
Nix.
he?
Yeah, Bo Nix. Is he still playing or did he get hurt?
No,
Look, the
he's
young
still-
guys are like, "It's fucking Bo Nix, you idiot."
Bo Nix is playing.
No
He's-
wonder you suck at fantasy football. He's got my kid's hair. He's got young guy hair. That coiffed poodle look that fucking kid's got.
Yeah.
All the kids got that stupid haircut these days. You know what I'm saying, Michael?
No offense or anything.
No offense.
But you look weird.
How old are you? You don't even 19, 20. He's drinking
nice.
a beer. Why the fuck? Manager, why? We're going to lose our liquor
He doesn't
license.
have a beer.
Just
He's
kidding.
good.
I was joking. It's a comedy show, Michael.
Yeah.
It's a comedy show. All right, coming to the stage right now. Is it Will Ben? 3 names? We have a serial killer coming to the stage with 3 names. Give it up for Will Ben Hart.
Thank you very much. And this is exactly what I'm going to talk about. Especially Mike Vinn from La Jolla Comedy Store has a huge role in this story. Okay, so I was blessed to be born with a very long name. William Benjamin Guerrero Hart. Okay, very long name. And in the beginning, when I was first born as an infant, I went by Benny, right? And, you know, this is kind of like a name dysmorphia, right? My mom was Mexican, my dad was white, so I got William Hart from my dad and Benjamin Guerrero from my mom, and I have a hyphenated last name, full name, Guerrero Hart. So when I was born as an infant, up till about 4 or 5, I went as Benny first. That's the first name I ever got introduced by. The second name I got introduced by was Ben, because after about 4 or 5, I don't really know what happened, but they just dropped the knee, so I just went by Ben. So I went through elementary school and middle school with people knowing me as Ben. And I had a very fucked up, idiotic, old white teacher in high school, and my name was so long it wouldn't fit in the text cell, right? So it just had William Guerrero Hart. So first day of high school, I'd go in there and I had this old white teacher go up and be like, good morning, class. We're gonna take some roll. Is William Guerrero Hart here? And I raise my hand, hey, yes, sir, Ben. You can call me Ben. You know, that's the name I was going by. And the world wasn't as forgiving back then as it is now, right? So back then, you know, you would be fucked up. But today, if, you know, the same situation happened. Hello, good morning, class. William Benjamin Guerrero Hart. Hello. My name is Rain. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Rain? Just Rain. Okay. Write that down. Thank you so much. I'll call you Rain. Back then, it was a little different, right? If I said, hey, my name is Ben, I was 14. I didn't have an ID in my pocket to show him, hey, my name is Ben. So he's all right, William Guerrero Hart. Well, you expect us to just pick a name and just call you by that? That's ridiculous. In my class, you're going to go by William, okay, Bill? Now, fucking no one likes the name Bill. So I settled for Will, short for William. And so later on, I go through college and I meet friends that know me as Will, because I'm just tired of explaining my name. And then at like a birthday event or something, the people that knew me as Will start interacting with the people that knew me as Ben. This draws a very huge conflict. They're like, dude, what the hell do we call you? I see them calling you Ben, but I call you Will. Should I call you Ben too? And I'm like, no, those are my names. Just call me, I'll answer to any of them, right? And so little by little, I got irritated. One of my friends got irritated too. We're gonna glue the fucking names together. Will Ben Hart. And I was like, okay, I'm good with this, right? I don't have to worry about it. But then it still fucking haunts me. Like when I go to the Comedy Store and I call, right? You have to call and say, hey, sign up before. Hey, my name's Will Ben Hart. Can I sign up for the open mic tonight? Yeah, of course. You know, watch the live and then call if it, you know, and we'll tell you if you go up. And during the live session, you know, they print out these huge freaking white cards with big black bold letters. Everything seems to be going fine, but then it comes to my name, fucking Mike. Will Bernhardt. Shit. You're number 8. Now, fuck, is it ever gonna stop? I'm telling you, I'm fucked. Now, whether or not. Anyways.
All right, there we go. The music's playing. Will Ben Ramirez Hart Johnson. I'm just kidding. All right, hang out for a while. You went a little long, and Ramses was getting angry back there. Ramses was loading his pistola, and he was ready to go. All right, Will Ben Hart. By the way, let me first say, just go by Will Hart. That's a cool stage name, Will Hart. From now on, don't ever fucking, just be Will Hart, dude. That's like a wrestler's name. I don't even like wrestling, but that's a good name, dude, Will Hart.
Sweet.
How long you been doing comedy, open mics, shows? What's your deal?
No, I've just been doing it less than a year. Just doing simply open mics right now, just bouncing around, doing some stuff here on Sundays. For the open mic on Sundays, I've been really appreciating that, getting to meet like really cool people like Jen and stuff, and
Yeah, it's great. Networking's huge. And open mics, get on some bar shows, network with people. That's how you go. Talk to people. You'll get gigs. Again, in North County, just in Vista, Oceanside, there's tons of shows, bar shows. That's how you go. Mics, get your tight 5. Start doing bar shows. Tighten it up. Get good. Guys, do you have anything for William Benjamin
I do.
Johnson Hart?
There's nothing wrong with the name Bill.
Man, I hate Bill for whatever reason. I just don't like Bill. I don't know.
Because that's
I
an
don't
old
feel like
guy's
a
name,
Bill.
Bill.
You know?
That's an old guy's name.
Maybe I'll turn Bill when I'm 50. You know, that'll be the next name change. I'll be Will Ben Bill Hart Guerrero.
Michael?
It was a long bit. You're passionate about it, but I've always had a theory. You just got to get to the funny part, and it kind of carried on. But you're passionate about it. You can turn that into a bit. But
Sure.
I agree.
I think it just needs to be shorter. You're passionate, and the audience will pick that up.
Okay.
But yeah, get to the funny parts. What we think is funny. Some of that middle, storytelling parts, you probably can eliminate in the joke.
I was
Exactly.
just going to say the same thing because you only have 3 minutes up here.
Right.
And we don't have time you don't have that much time up here to sell yourself. So the stories are fine, and your passion is great. Your passion and your stage presence is great. But when you're waiting a minute and a half for the punchline or something, when you only have 3 minutes up here.
Yeah, got it.
So as far as storytelling, save that for longer sets. But fire out the punchlines, fire out the jokes.
You guys
when you have
nailed
a
it.
short time.
That's what I had. If you're going to have that long of a setup, you better have some jokes in there in your setup. If you're going to do that long, you better have a bang in here to keep them interested. Or just trim the fat. My name is this, da-da-da, get to the punch, and then you got tags on that to add. But yeah, for sure, the setup was really long, and we were waiting. I was waiting for the big punch, and I kept waiting, and then it was pretty good. The Vin part, I like anytime people make fun of Mike Vin, I like that because he's a good buddy of mine. I'll have to tag, and we'll cut that up and fucking tag it on Instagram.
No, thank you. It's a gnarly craft. It's a gnarly craft, and I get to see other people up here, and that really inspires me to kind of fiddle it out. And it takes time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your feedback, and especially
And to add to that too, again, the process is no one tells you. I mean, I had some people that mentored us. We didn't know what you got paid. The first time I did Pachanga, the manager out there really liked me. We didn't know what people got paid for hosts, features. We didn't know Darren Carter. I opened for Bill Bellamy once, 12 years ago at Pachanga, and I was like, what are we supposed to get paid? And Darren Carter actually taught me and my buddy Chris Brooks, you should get this and that, because we had no idea. We were doing shows for free. So networking, again, the best advice I got, networking with other comedians, put on shows. Oh, I do a bar show. Host your own show. Somebody owns a bar, approach a bar. They got a little space somewhere. Put on your own show. You'll get up every week or monthly or however often you do the show. You'll network more. You'll be able to book people on the show. Maybe you get a small budget. Maybe it's no budget. Maybe it's food. You'll get on stage more. You'll be able to practice more. You'll tighten up that 5 minutes. Your main thing is get that first 3 minutes tight, 5 minutes tight, 7 minutes. Build on that. Some people come up here and do a whole different set. I booked, I won't name names, I think the first podcast, I might have. But from the open mic, the guy did pretty good, and then I put him on regular shows with Jamie Kennedy or someone. All right, I'm giving you guest sets. That made me laugh at the open mic. And he went up and did a whole different 5-minute set and bombed. And I said, what happened to the shit you did at the open mic? Oh, I thought I'd do something different. I'm like, I laughed at your 5-minute set that you did, and that's why I booked you. Get your tight shit first. So build it up. I thought you had great energy. I think there's something there for sure. So good job. One more time for Will Hart. You're now Will Hart. You're Will Hart, everybody.
Good job, Will.
Thank you so much.
Record yourself, Will. Record yourself.
Good job. All right. We got a lot of names, so we're just going to get to it. This guy is a regular here at the open mic and on Halftime Hacks. Please get loud for Chris K, everybody. Chris K.
Appreciate the recognition as a regular. I like to think I'm the first regular on this Temu version of
Nice.
Phil Tony. It's pretty cool. So I'll get right into it. I saw my primary this week for the first time since I had back surgery a few months ago, and he told me that just after a couple months of physical therapy, he can see that I'm actually regaining shape in my upper body. And I said, thanks, Doc, but then why are my nipples and belly button collaborating on a sad face? And he said it's because I'm old, and that tracks. I'm actually older than Adam, this Adam, not the biblical one. Though sometimes I kind of feel that old too. I mean, for instance, I'm old enough to remember when there was no such thing as sleep apnea, right? I mean, we used to call it peacefully dying in your sleep. That was considered a gift from God. And now you have all these, clueless ingrates walking around. Which reminds me, another change in my middle age is I'm becoming more of a misanthrope. And if you don't know what that means, congratulations, you're part of the reason why. I think I always have had those tendencies, but they really kind of scaled during the pandemic when I realized that my least two favorite kinds of neighbors were neighbors with dogs and neighbors without dogs. Kind of just prefer the dogs. In fact, along those lines, I prefer the company of animals over people in general. I just think animals take it by every single measure, right? I mean, for instance, animals have molested way fewer children than people have. I don't know if you're aware of this. And that's just one example. I mean, I could give others. I mean, the list is longer, as is the bit if I had more time. But I just think animals are better. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a dog person or a cat person or maybe one of those weirdos that like snakes. I do push back on the trope about dog being man's best friend, though. Best sycophant, sure, but best friend, I'm a little skeptical. And if you want to test my skepticism, you can do what I do, and that's when you get home, get your dog, your cat, and your best friend, gather them into the same room at your house. You get like a 2-finger scoop of peanut butter and just stick it down your pants. See which one stays around to clean it off. Because, your results may vary, but I found that most of the time it's not your best friend. I also think that animals are better than kids. No offense to you guys. Not only are they cheaper, but you don't have to worry about the cat like stealing money and taking the car without permission to buy fentanyl. No offense, you guys. Once sure, but not repeatedly is my point. And honestly, I think dogs are way better too. I mean, you can teach a puppy how to catch a frisbee in its mouth in like 10 days to maybe 2 weeks on the outside. But you go 2 weeks in and you throw that frisbee at a baby's face, you're just fucking up the baby. I mean, at that point you might as well just like shake that thing the whole way to the park. You're gonna go to jail either way, so I say get your money's worth. And I'll leave it there, you guys. Give it back to the room.
All right. One more time for Chris K, everybody. Chris K. Doing
Thanks,
some
buddy.
new stuff, right, Chris? Some different stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a new 3 weeks each week,
I
3 minutes
like
each
it.
week until
I
you
like
book me,
it.
man.
Pros and cons about new stuff. It's hard. Well, first of all, remind people how long you've been doing comedy.
About 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. And it is a risk doing newer stuff. Challenging yourself is awesome. It's great. It's probably some of the stuff. I love sleep apnea. Like you kind of slipped it in there. I think you should hammer that a little harder because sleep apnea is pretty common and very funny joke. I like that. So I think you sell that a little more. I think that's a great joke.
Thanks.
Your other stuff, again, when you were here last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, probably a little better, more of your A material, I would say. Made us laugh more.
All right.
But challenging yourself like that, doing new shit, great. That's balls, dude.
Thanks, man.
Doing new stuff rather than just do the same. Guys, Michael, Bill.
I would say, first of all, speak to the back of the room, first of all. Your volume was fine, everything, but project to the back of the room.
Even if there's nobody there, 'cause
Even
it's
if
like
there's
a
no one
ghost
there.
town in
Even
here. I'd much rather just like
treat 5
lay it on
people
you
as if
guys,
it's 300 people. And also language. When you said primary, you didn't say primary doctor or primary physician. You said primary.
I felt the same
And you also
thing.
said misanthrope.
Yeah,
Okay. And not everyone's going to know that, especially if
obviously.
you do shows.
I wrote that down. I didn't even understand what that meant.
And then,
Especially here in Escondido.
yeah.
Missile. I don't
So when you use that language, people are thinking. And if they're thinking, they're not laughing.
Well, if they're thinking, I
point.
should just give more time, right? I mean, I don't want to dumb it down, because, I mean, there really is. I mean, here's the thing. I know that a lot of people aren't going to get that, and but I honestly am kind of becoming a misanthrope, and it's in part because, I mean, so many of us are so fucking retarded.
Right.
Like, double
I agree
chin
with
sap retarded.
I agree with you.
I just...
Just take the 5 seconds to describe what you mean, so everyone's filled in.
Right on, I appreciate that.
Don't go over their heads, but other
like
than
that
that,
point.
I like how you switch from topic to topic.
Thanks,
Don't
man.
be as monotone. I mean, when you switch subjects, you kind of went from one thing to another. I love that because I have ADD. I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But change the tone a little bit, and then bitches, check this out. You know what I mean? You were kind of like
Appreciate
the same tone.
Good point. He had like the sleep apnea joke. I thought was good.
Yeah.
And if he did a little more of the traditional yada yada sleep apnea, here's the punchline. Spell it out. This is where you're supposed to laugh people. You got to train your audience a little bit. So that's a great point by Bill. Is that's a great joke, but it didn't get the credit it was due because you kind of just went through it with the same tone.
If I'm going to train them, can I just do that like dog whisper thing? Go psst, psst, when they do shit I don't like?
Yeah, I
Anyway.
appreciated his set. I thought it was well organized and had,
Spit on
plenty of good structure.
Thank you, sir.
You can tell that you put some time into it. And was it a different set the last time you were here?
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
going to keep doing a new 3 minutes.
He's
each
doing different
pod
stuff.
That's really
until
impressive.
He books me. I got probably I've been doing this. I try to develop new material, and I don't have the luxury of going up on stage like 4 or 5 nights a week. I'm 3 or 4 my first year, but I just too many obligations. So these are things that I've told before, but I go back and I tweak them. And there are things like I cut out from all of these just to fit in that 3 minutes.
Yeah, that
some
takes
of
a
them
lot
go.
of skill, so
Thank you,
kudos
sir.
to you for doing that. I would
Gracias.
say probably put the peanut butter on your toes, not down your pants. That was probably the only thing I would
Don't
change.
knock it till you've tried it.
Yeah,
And by the way, when I do that, I get peanut butter all over my pants. I take my pants off. And then I put
or at
the
least be more specific.
Sounds like I'm not the only one that's
Really
run
paint the
this
picture
experiment.
for us.
peanut butter on your pants. It's hard to get
Hey,
out.
be happy you
guys.
weren't here for my grandma bit.
Yeah.
He still has
I want to
nightmares.
hear it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
give it up one more time for Chris K, everybody.
Thanks,
Chris K, back again. I like it, Chris. Taking risks. Chris taking risks. I like it. Some balls, buddy. I like it. All right, on deck is this right? Elim Dwalls? Is that a stage name or? DWALLS? Oh, it's a Q. My bad. It's fucking handwriting. Ramses' handwriting. All right. So that's not a stage name. That's your real name? All right. My bad, dude. We got so many fucking. Everyone's fucking Chill Jill and Purple Haze, and I'm all Elim D-Walls. Like, what the fuck is going on here? All right. So coming to the stage next, her long-awaited debut, because she was late, even though we pulled your name first. Give it up for Chill Jill, everybody. Chill Jill. Don't fall down, Jill. We don't have insurance. I don't have enough money for insurance at this place.
Jill.
How the fuck y'all doing, Escondido? Yeah, I'm late. Ever since that period was late, I've been late, motherfuckers. Shit. So my friend told me, did I have any, favorite sport? Like, he said it was a football thing, So I came in here going, go, Mezzy. Shit. Ain't it soccer? Fuck. Y'all close enough to fucking Mexico. I thought it was fucking soccer. Ain't that what they Mexicans call football? Fuck. God damn, I was hoping I was gonna score a goal. Shit. Yeah, I don't know shit about motherfucking football, other than I want to get tackled. Wrangle a fucking cowboy can wrangle a cowboy or something. Go Commanders. Fucking don't forget about the fucking Giants. I'll be like, hut, hut. I was gonna bend them like Beckham up in this bitch. That's what the fuck I was gonna do. Shit. Yeah. This motherfucker right here told me to come up here. He said it was gonna be a full fucking house. He said, I'm gonna let them know you're coming. The tickets are sold out. Where the fuck they at? God damn. So I've been doing therapy, y'all. Yeah, because you ain't no football fans in here. Shit, they talking about fucking fingering themselves with peanut butter and shit. God damn. A dog will lick your dick without putting peanut butter on it. Fuck. My dad had a friend, I walked in and caught him. I'll show you how to do it. Dotsons love to suck dick. Fuck. Give him a little rant for the bed. Well, anyway, this therapy I've been doing ain't about dogs licking my pussy and shit. It's called EMDR therapy, where they take these 2 fingers and they wave them in front of your fucking face, and they make you tell all your traumas to them. And you got to tell them all your trauma before they decide what they're going to ask you when they're waving their fingers in front of their face. Well, 2 fingers has always done it for me, and 2 fingers is going to do it now. Shit. You know what really turns me on, y'all? That motherfucking 3-finger combo at Raising Cane's. Let me tell you. Ooh, I'm going to get one when I leave here. Get my Amanda box. Yeah. I've been like, you giving me the fucking light? Shit, I run lights. Shit. I smoke weed and run them every time I drive. I didn't smoke on the way here, because I fucking got a dead registration. Shit, now I won't get pulled over by fucking Border Patrol. I know they'll let me go, though. I'll just tell them I suck their dick like I do everybody else. Yeah, well, fuck. I'm almost out. Look, I don't got nothing prepared for y'all. I didn't even prepare dinner for my mother-in-law. Shit. I was trying to prepare this pussy for somebody, but there's fucking nobody up in here to give it to. Shit, the only brother that I'd fuck is with the white chick. Shit. God damn. All right, y'all motherfuckers, I'm Chill Jill, and y'all can follow me on Instagram at Jill Ain't Joking, because I mean that shit. And I also do a paint and sip, comedy paint and sip. I had to rebrand because somebody stole my shit. So it's called Abstract Laughter. We joke and stroke. That is with a hard N, not a hard R, okay? Follow me on Instagram, joke and stroke. Not joke and stroke, joke in stroke, like in and out. Thank you, motherfuckers.
One more time for Chill Jill, everybody. Do me a favor, stand back here so we can talk to you. Grab that mic so we can chat. All right. Chill
like a
Jill.
bitch to talk back to you.
How long
Okay.
you been doing stand-up?
Today's my 1-year anniversary.
1-year anniversary. Clap for Jill's 1-year anniversary. Have you been...
For open mic.
Nice.
For open mic,
Nice.
not comedy.
Nice. Have you done our open mic here on Sundays?
Fuck no.
No?
I came from Hemet.
Hemet. Oh, shit.
I had to drop down the hill and up the hill.
I should have guessed that, actually. I should have guessed that. Why are you guys laughing? So 1 year in, and you're hitting open mics hard. You doing it often?
I don't do a lot of open mics. I
Okay.
do a lot of shows.
Shows where?
Like Ontario Improv competitions, fucking Comedy Chateau,
Nice.
different little places.
Oh, so you're really going out doing
And
a
then
bunch of shows.
And then I host a show I was hosting a show the second Saturday every month called A Joke and Stroke, a comedy paint and sip, where we had comedians perform while you paint. And I was the paint instructor.
Nice.
But I'm rebranding because don't partner up with fucking comedians, you guys. There's some that are cool, but there's some that are fucking terrible.
A lot of them are lazy. A lot of them are lazy.
Fuck.
A lot of
They'll
them.
steal your fucking ideas and concepts.
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
I want them to steal something
Name
else.
names.
Yep. Guys, what do you think about Chill Jill?
I was impressed. I mean, it was definitely. I'm glad I didn't bring my kiddos, but it's still funny bits. I almost did. I texted
He did ask
Adam.
me.
I was,
He
Adam,
asked
can I
me.
bring my
He
kids?
said all ages. I said, well, we're a restaurant, so technically it is all ages, but I wouldn't bring your fucking kids here, is what I said.
But I mean, you can tell you got the personality that you lean into is great. I mean, I think you're funny, for sure.
You hear
What,
that
are you
fucking
scared?
shit,
Is that what
y'all?
he said? You scared? That's why you... No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I was in prison for 12 years, but I'm not going to hurt you.
Boom,
all right.
nailed that. Hemet, prison 12 years. I had both
I'm
those
from
things.
Virginia, not Hemet,
Oh,
okay?
okay, but I
I'm a
kinda-
Southern Belle. I ain't going to hurt
I already
you.
thought both those things before you even told us. No, I'm just kidding. Bill knows about Hemet. Didn't we do shows back in Hemet in the theater back in the day, Bill? You remember
Yeah,
that one?
I've done a few shows there. I've been shot there a couple times, I think. And, like, we all know what Hemet's like. But no judgment on you, of course. But that was none
Well,
personal.
I hope not.
Yeah, so, no, you definitely had some good jokes in there. They got some big laughs for such a small crowd, so that worked out, too. We like the attitude. I like the attitude. You have a presence. You definitely have a presence. So
Yep.
that's good. I would like to see a little, maybe not now or in an open mic, but some crowd work. Use that. Be a Don Rickles.
I love crowd work.
Be a Don Rickles. And make everyone feel sorry for sitting in the front row. That's what I see from you.
Oh.
That's what I see from you.
You got enough confidence for something like that,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's just my
Yeah.
opinion. That's just an opinion. So
Did y'all hear that? I'm one narcissistic bitch. I know I got it. Fuck.
No, I had confidence written down too. What's funny is I hate soccer as well. I hate soccer. The funny thing is, you saying you like soccer, don't know about football with your accent, made me like, just my mind blew for a minute there. Like, with your accent, I thought you'd be like, go Bama, roll Tide or some shit.
Well,
But
I
you
don't
were
even
like,
know nothing about soccer either. I learned about Messi today just for y'all
I learned
motherfuckers.
about Messi.
Only thing I know about football is tackling and first downs.
There you go. That threw me for a loop. I was like, soccer? What the fuck? All right. Anything else, guys? I like the confidence. I think I was a fan. I think you have a great character. Like, some people don't know who they are. Like, it takes some people years to figure out who they are on stage, right? Like, who am I? They write jokes, but you kind of figure out who you are. You already have the confidence. You have that. You're a character. You already are a character. You have it. I think you have some roots to really crush it, and just keep rolling the 2-finger, 3-finger, the 20. I liked a lot of it. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think I would add that, someone who has that confidence and, leaned into, the rated R type comedy or blue comedy or whatever, it's you. And
I got blue chews if y'all want
Yeah.
some.
all
Blue
of it.
chews.
I think you lean into it. You may not get sets on the Tonight Show or whatever, but, if you lean into it and keep practicing your craft, you can do something with it.
Yeah, it was pretty
And I
good.
would
All right.
say, you said
said I
you were-
wasn't
you said
gonna
you
get
were-
booked
you
for the
said you were in
Tonight
jail
Show.
for- You said you were in jail for 12 years?
I did 3 years, was out for 3, and went back for 9.5. I've been out for almost 10.
Use that.
I use it for a
People
lot.
want to hear that shit. People
Well,
want to
I
hear.
wanted to talk about goddamn soccer and football on this shit. I mean,
No,
I would have
no.
told
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
about my
He's right.
vibrator
Bill's
in
right.
prison if you wanted me to
That's
tell
good
you.
advice.
Do
And
y'all
that's
want
our
me to
fault.
tell y'all about that?
That's our fault because we need to explain to
Shit.
people it doesn't have to be sports related
I wasn't
comedy.
gay
Yeah,
for the
you gotta-
stay or nothing, y'all. I like dick. Wasn't gay for the stay, and I am a blue comedian. Fuck that clean shit. It ain't funny.
There you
Shit.
go. And also, I forgot to mention the cameras over here. You did a great job, presence-wise. Some of the comedians last one we did didn't
They
realize
said
the
I'm
cameras were there.
funny.
Yeah, it's in the cameras. All right. One more time for Chill Jill, everybody. Chill Jill, clap it up.
Woo!
Good job, Chill Jill. Hopefully we see you back. Let me help you around my shitty table here. All right, Elam's coming up next, but on deck is going to be R.J. Haynes. So coming to the stage right now is one of the young guys that I made fun of their hair, Elam Qualls, everybody. Elam Qualls, everybody.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We got 4 dudes on the stage. This is like the opposite of Magic Mike. So, have any of you folks been to the Holocaust Museum? It's a great date spot. I was there with my Palestinian side piece, and I don't have like a bunch of girlfriends. I say side piece because that's all that's left of her. But there's this spot at the end of the museum. It's pretty cool. They've got like a big black screen, and on the screen there's a rotating list of the names of all the Jews that died in the Holocaust. And so you can picture me standing there, kind of looking up at this screen, just thinking, how long are the credits for this movie, man? It was a long list. I didn't stick around to the end. You know, the Jews, they had it rough in World War II. Good thing they got their homeland back. It's been sunshine and rainbows ever since. No, not at all. They're always fighting over something in the Middle East, and it's really hard for me to put myself in their shoes, because as an American, there's no chance I'm going to war over some land with no oil in it. People always say the troops are fighting for our freedom. I think the only thing fighting for my freedom is lane assist after I've had a couple too many. People say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I think the Book of Mormon's the exception to that. But Mormons got one thing right. I know we got one Mormon in the house here. Sister wives. You could have a bunch of wives. They're all sisters in the church. Pretty neat. But imagine growing up in a Mormon family. I mean, you'd have so many step siblings, they'd run out of places to get stuck in. What's the deal with mattress sizes? You got like a king size mattress, you know, biggest one of them all, and then you got a separate size for the queen. I don't know what kind of domestic disputes are going on in the castle, but I feel like they should be sleeping in the same bed. And then you got twin size mattresses, which are like the smallest of all the mattresses. That one actually makes sense to me. You know, twins, they're already taking up twice as much space as they should. All right, I'll do one more, then I'll get out of here. My girlfriend got her feet amputated at the hospital the other day. Pretty brutal. I asked them to send the feet back home and keep her though. I don't want a girlfriend with no feet. No, it's all right. She's great. She still earns her keep. She gets me off with her little stubs. We're putting the peg in peg leg. Yeah, she's been saying she wants to put a foot up my ass and from the right angle. Looks like it's in there. Only time she'll ever get a leg up on me. Thanks, folks.
All right, one more time for Elam Qualls, everybody. Here, crew's back here. Elam. All right, Elam, how long you been doing comedy, open mics, regular shows? What have you been up to?
Maybe a month and a half. I've been doing kind of whatever open mics I could find.
Month and a half?
Yeah.
Just started then, huh?
Just fresh.
Nice.
Fresh.
Clap it up for Elam. Just started. And how old are you?
21.
21. Ah, you liar. You're not drinking a beer right now. I'm just kidding. Guys, any month and a half?
Gutsy. I would say definitely gutsy. You took some chances up there, definitely. So you have ingredients. You could definitely move forward with that, but those are touchy subjects that you hit. You know, especially you grabbed my attention right away when you brought up the Holocaust Museum. All right, I want to hear what he's got to say, but a lot of people are going to think, even if they're not offended, they're going to think, are other people offended? And when people are thinking, they're not laughing. So no matter how good that joke is, so be a little careful with the touchy subjects. That's all I'm going to say, because
Especially when you're just starting out, right?
Yeah.
If you're Louis
Yes.
C.K., you can say whatever the fuck you want.
there is a way to do, because I talk about race, I talk about religion, I talk about a lot of things on stage, but there's a way to do it to where even those people can appreciate it too. It's not punching down. I can make fun of any race or any person or myself or anyone without offending people. And that's where it is. There's an art to that. There's an art to talk about touchy subjects.
Agreed.
And you don't want to offend people. So I love the opener. Go with that, but always think, is someone going to be offended by this? Because if they're offended, people ain't laughing. So
For sure, yeah. I
And some
definitely
people
do.
just pucker anyway. Go ahead.
I do feel that a lot. I mean, on Tuesday, I had my mic cut at Peter D's in Claremont. So there's definitely some pushback, and like I do a lot of shows around Gaslamp too. So I get an audience that's like totally different background than where I'm from, and you can feel the tension where it's like it's hard to get people laughing when they're not comfortable.
Right.
And a lot of my material is like a little out there.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, starting off, it's hard. I mean, because even people that think it's funny or whatever may not laugh because it's just a touchy subject, right? We'll have that even here with whether it's left wing, right wing. We have both here all the time, and people just pucker sometimes. They want to, even if they think it's funny, they won't laugh because it's a subject that am I allowed to laugh? So
Exactly.
especially starting off, you got to be a little careful. Make
I've
sure it's
seen
really
people-
fucking funny. If you're gonna do it,
I've
better be
seen
really
people at
fucking funny.
shows hold in their laughs on purpose. So like,
Yeah.
you know, they're holding their laugh because they don't want to laugh in front of their coworker or someone else.
Yeah.
Because if I said something kind of iffy, kind of touchy, you know what I mean? So that's the thing we want. Make them like you. You have to sell yourself. When you sell yourself, you got them. Think of this. Kevin Hart sells out stadiums, right? Can you tell me any Kevin Hart jokes? A couple of them. But when people go, they don't go to see Kevin Hart's jokes. They go to see Kevin Hart. They sold him. He sold himself. People bought Kevin Hart. So it doesn't matter what he says, they're on board. So remember, whatever way you can, sell yourself
And
to
he has a
him,
likable
sell
vibe.
yourself to everyone here.
And he has a likable vibe. For 2 months in, he had a likable vibe. He had a good flow, but you're right. The material, it's a little, for being newer, it's going to be
Yeah,
a battle
well, he's
for
got
you.
plenty of
If you
time,
stick
like-
with that, it'll be a battle for you rather than going to some more like friendly, easier, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think early, comedians that are just starting, the whole thing you got to realize is you're gonna, if you do it for the next year, you're gonna get better, and that's really the craft. And whether you write dirty jokes now or ones that are offensive, you stick with it, and you'll learn what works and what doesn't. And I think early on, it's good to try to have jokes that you can win over audiences, but if you stick with it, your jokes will work themselves out. I thought you had some, like was said, you got great stage presence,
For sure.
And I think we're all probably jealous we didn't start when we were 21.
No shit.
Because by the time you're 26, you're going to be a badass comedian, and you're only going to be 26. So stick with it, keep writing, and it'll probably pay off. I mean, that's really every comedian that's made it, they stuck with it. So if you stay with it, you'll make something out of it.
Appreciate that.
Good point. One more time for Elam Qualls, everybody. Elam Qualls. Good job. Only a Elin. Right?
Good job, Elon.
Good job. Only freaking couple months in. Pretty good. Pretty confident. I like it. All right. Coming up next is RJ, and then on deck is Mike McCullough, and then our last one after that will be Jen Lee. So come to the stage right now. I've known this guy from back in the Madhouse days. Get loud for RJ Hayes.
Good. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we living?
Yo.
Give it up for your last comic. You new dude in the game. Hell yeah. I like how all y'all talk to him like the old group at the barbecue. Hey, look here, young man, stick to your guns. You especially stick to your guns. It gonna work
eye
out.
contact.
And you know what I'm saying? You didn't tell him how hard it is to stick to your guns. See, all your friends get paid, and you be like, I gotta stick to my ethics. You know what I'm saying? Shit kind of sucks. All right. All right. You still in a relationship, dog? Or you nah?
Still what?
In a relationship?
Yeah, my lady's right over there.
Ladies, right?
My
Okay.
beautiful lady over there.
You in a relationship?
Same,
too?
yep.
Oh, I just got into like a serious relationship. Nobody told me that my girl would be grabbing my ass so much. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, look, and it's not even like grabbing of my ass that's weird. It's in the manner of which she does it. Cause like, first off, grab my ass, cool, make me feel like a bad bitch. You feel me? Like you my bad bitch, make me feel like how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But like girls, even on Instagram, I see reels with girls doing it, and they be looking way too creepy. Like they look like that one creepy dude in the club. Yeah. Like I'm like, babe, like can you have some class while grabbing my ass, woman? Damn. Jesus Christ, make me feel like a whore. What is this, Sodom and Gomorrah? You know what I'm saying? Golly, I am a human being. I pay taxes, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, man. Being in a relationship, what y'all, I'm a homebody guy. I like to stay at home. I don't know about everybody. I like to stay at home. So my girl already likes that about me. Now, did anybody look? We've been eating out a lot, I stay at home because I'm budget conscious. You know, I only go out unless I really need to. You know, and that's rare. You know, we've been going out. I'm like, are we budgeting? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. She'd be like, I went out to concerts, and I'm like, you went out, you did what? And you still paid rent? Do you have OnlyFans? You know, have you asked yourself, like, does my girl have OnlyFans? I don't know. I don't know. All right, I was just bullshitting for the first half. Now, I'm just stuck. Just shit out here without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? Just out here, shit without a paddle. Thank you. Being 33 in this skin tone and this climate makes me want to rob a bank. Now, let me tell you. Look, do I want to rob a bank? But I know I can't because my friend group is shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that have jobs. I've got the computer dude who knows all the layouts. Don't got that. I don't. The last dude, the dude that's supposed to be like my quote-unquote chair computer guy, I fixed his computer. No, I can't have you do the layouts. You can't even get your computer clean from porn. And then more then my two knuckleheads, because you always gotta have demo guys. You always gotta have the knuckleheads that no demo. Both of those dudes are on meth, so they're out. You know? That's
All right, the music is playing, RJ. The music is playing. You were up shit creek without a paddle, RJ. The music played on it. Good job, RJ. Again, how long you been doing it? I've known you for years now.
I've been doing it since 2013. I took like a 4-year break, but I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's it going? You've been doing shows lately? You've been doing mics? What have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of Yellow Door and Madhouse shows. Starting to go back over to the Comedy Store more often.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, anything for RJ?
Gents.
Right off the bat, that was, I mean, of course, you have more experience than everyone else so far today. So, did you guys feel that? Did you feel his first 2 minutes? You felt his presence up there, right? My criticism is where afterwards, when you took a breath.
Yeah.
When you took a breath, because I'm on let's go, keep on going, bitch, let's go, you know, so I'm ready for the next thing, and then you took a breather, and that just relaxed everybody else.
Yeah.
Other than that, because we wanted to hear more, like, go ahead, talk about, you know, so The energy was great. It was through the roof. It was good shit, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated who you were on stage. The pauses, didn't help for a 3-minute set, for sure. That's all in preparation. Make sure you know what you're going to say next. But all your bits had, plenty of opportunity to develop, and you had a lot of funny parts throughout. Your personality up here, I was the same. I wanted to hear more. I was hoping you could do a 10-minute set. I'd be into it. Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing bits as much as he just wanted to tell his girlfriend some things like stop grabbing my ass, stop spending money. Like, this is therapy for black people up here. He was like, listen, stop grabbing my ass so much. Stop spending money.
No, we had a discussion beforehand of like what bits we was gonna do, and then she was like, I was like, should I do this? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a great bit. You can tag into that all the Instagram feed now that's all about grabbing butt is because it's all about your search history too.
Oh wow.
Is butt grabbing okay?
Yeah.
What should I do?
The problem is she's never gonna touch your ass again now. You're fucked.
Yeah.
You are fucked. Your ass is not
Nah,
getting
she gonna do it
touched.
more. I know her better than that.
She'll do it more. All right. Anything else, guys?
No, good
Pretty
set,
good
man.
job. RJ Haynes,
Good
everybody.
stuff.
Clap it
Thank
up for
you,
RJ Haynes. Good job, RJ. All right. Next up is Mike McCullough, and then the last person will be Jen Lee. What? Mike left? Well, fuck Mike. You can't wait? You can't wait a little while? He's been here before, right? Mike McCullough? He did whatever. All right, so the last update, I think it was 7-7 last time on the game?
Halftime, 7-7.
7-7, so the Broncos finally scored. Hopefully you bet the under like you said. Gamblers in the house? Anyone gambling? Bill, you gambling at all these days?
Okay.
I just play poker.
Play poker? Mike, you gambling on sports at all?
I got a friend that gambles, and he sends me all his pictures of his picks from Vegas, so
Oh,
I live
Lord.
vicariously through him.
He probably sends you only the winners afterwards.
I
He
know,
never
he's
sends
pretty
you-
honest.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Most gamblers only tell you when they win, right?
Yeah.
Like the fucking degenerates, and then they lose their house, and they don't tell you about that. All right, coming to the stage next is, clap it up for Jen Lee, everybody. Jen Lee.
Adam, I didn't bully you hard enough last time. You're still wearing socks with sandals.
I have a softball game. My cleats are
Oh
in
my
the
gosh,
car.
that is no excuse.
My cleats are in the car.
You're giving white people a bad name. You don't know how
Too
much
late.
I'm getting teased.
Too late.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I thought that dogs and cats were the same animal, and dogs were the boys and cats are the girls. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? No? He's like, you were just a very stupid child.
No.
I went to RB public school, so I give it up for North County. No, but now that I'm an adult, I think that actually men are cats. Think about it. She says pussies. That's right. That's right. Exactly. No, but if you show them too much affection too quickly, they get scared and run away. Their gifts are horrible. No, you're not going to back me up on this? No, you've never had a girlfriend show you the engagement ring her fiance picked out on his own? You don't feel bad throwing it right in the trash if it's a dead mouse. So, no, but men are cats also. Because as a queer woman, I believe it's my duty to capture and castrate as many as possible. only very scared chuckles. That's exactly what I was going for. That's fine. Women are dogs. No, they're not bitches. Women are dogs. Purest love you can feel. Loyal to a fault. And it feels way better when they lick you. Okay. I can tell no one in here has had their pussy ate by a woman, so you guys don't know how funny that joke is. Really, Jill? With that haircut, you were only gay for the stay? You look gay all the way, baby. I need to go up to him, and I think my jokes might work better there. Can you tell by my jokes if I'm a dog or a cat person? Elam, I'm looking at you with your like boy band haircut and I can't remember, the earrings in the right ear or the left ear, does that mean you're gay? Look, you're Gen Z, you guys are all queer and trans. It's fine, I'm saying, I lived in Portland, I get it. I was persuaded. I'm also a victim of the LGBT agenda. No, but Yeah, I'm technically bisexual. I've just, for the past 10 years, I rounded up to lesbian when ugly men were hitting on me. Oh, too many ugly men to tell that joke. But lately, actually, so I've been dating someone, and we had to have a conversation, because he was like, how is your family going to feel about the fact that I'm black? And I said, ooh, my conservative Mormon family is going to be so happy that I'm talking to a man. Oh, they're not, no allies in the house. Okay, that's okay. I'm from North County. I get it. I understand. All right, my name's Jen Lee. Thanks, guys.
One more time for Jen Lee, everybody. Jen Lee is back. Good job, Jen.
Thank you.
I remember your set from a few weeks ago with your skin stuff, because
Yeah.
that shows it's memorable, because it was funny. I like that. How long again have you been doing stand-up?
11 months now.
11 months. 11 months. And doing open mics, doing regular shows, both?
I've got a show next week I'm doing the Madhouse main stage, and then the week after that, the Thursday in 2 weeks, I'm doing Yellow Door main stage with RJ.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to do the Belly Room at the LA Comedy Store for the first time in a couple weeks, too.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Is it like a bringer show that we just talked about?
No, it's a roast battle, but it still counts.
Oh, have you done the roast battles before?
I've done a roast battle in La Jolla. I won.
You
so
did.
1-0.
Nice.
All right.
Gordon Downs and Brian Moses.
Gordon Downs. So yeah,
Know them
I'm
well.
going against Austin Gershenslager. So I don't know if you
Don't know
him.
who that is.
He does.
Sounds like
he
a
does
Nazi.
Sundays a lot. So yes. I've
sounds
got
like
a lot
a
of Nazi jokes.
Yeah.
So a lot of Draco Malfoy.
Roast battles. Do you guys ever do roast battles? I've never really done. You have?
I've done plenty of them.
I'm a hater, so I've got plenty of roasts.
Yeah. I've seen Gordon's post. They're doing a lot down at the store now, so I know Gordon very well. Guys, anything to add here? What do you think?
I appreciated your crowd work. You can tell your personality came out when you did that. You're passionate about your sexuality, and that all those adds to great material. I was a little lost on the cat and dog jokes, but it wasn't. It could have been. I didn't hear a word or two, but I think you're about you, or it's probably your bread and butter. When you talk about your personality, who you are, you'll grab the audience. So that's meat jokes for me. I think that's what you stick to, or branch off of that. Because once you started talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, I can relate to that. And I like how you bagged on his shoes and his slippers with socks.
Last time,
and it tells you got good, you got good skills to be on stage and to handle a crowd and to riff off, improv moments. So you definitely got a lot of skills that you're developing. So I think it's a good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I was going to say the same thing because I felt the same thing that he did. I felt your best presence was when you got personal, when you did a little bit of crowd work. When you showed who you were, that's when we felt engaged with
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? And also, get your ass up there.
Yeah.
Get right under them. Let them be right under you. Because even though it's just like 4 feet difference over here, it makes a world of difference. Let them be right under you.
Okay.
So own that. You do have the likability. And as far as when you said something that was pretty funny. When you went to full lesbian, or you converted. What do you say?
I round up to lesbian.
You rounded up to. That's great.
It's a great line.
Expand on that. Open that shit up. That's because I wanted to hear more. Like that part right there. I love to hear that part. So
Okay.
So right there, that's my opinion, of course. So
I can tell. You got both earrings, so yeah, of course you're
Yeah.
going to love the queer shit.
To add to that, when you said you haven't gotten your pussy eaten by a woman, I thought that was like a laugh out loud
If
moment.
there were any queer women here, they would have died laughing.
That was a laugh out loud moment. That when you said that, you said it clear. You nailed it. That was good. I like the cats bit. I wrote down the cats because gifts are horrible. So that's going to be one of your best jokes, because the 2 or 3 tags, like I was waiting for you to say, bringing me a dead mouse, bringing me whatever the list is that cats bring. I was waiting for those tags because it's a great premise. Everyone loves cats and
I have
dogs.
a lot longer bit on that, but it's also, It's hard here where there's not much audience to connect.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
so.
you're blaming me now for
Yes.
this shit? I'm getting blamed. Who's critiquing who here? What the
We
fuck?
know the North County
It's
Fair.
only our
It's
fault.
usually
Work on some
bumping.
marketing.
Wait, hang on a minute. It's packed in here. Shut your mouth.
Hey man, I worked at JCPenney Portrait Studio in 2003, so I know this is a party mall.
But the cats and dogs bit I was just waiting for it. As soon as you said they bring horrible gifts, I was just waiting for a boom, dead mouse, a fucking lizard missing his tail, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I like that. That's going to be really good for you with
Okay,
some
cool.
tags. So,
All right.
loved
Taking
it.
notes for
All
next
right.
time.
One more time for Jen Lee, everybody. Good job, Jen
Thank
Lee. Well done. Well done. Don't fall down. All right. Well, it's pretty good turnout considering we've done this like 4 times or whatever. We're building it up. Game 7-7. The third quarter is kicked off. What do you guys think? Broncos are a huge fucking favorite, and it's only 7-7. Are the Raiders, Los Raiders, going to pull it off, guys?
I think all Thursday games suck.
They do?
Because they haven't had proper rest. A lot of them are boring. You ever noticed that?
Well, they usually book the big teams for Thursdays and Mondays. I don't know. This is a
big rivalry, but
divisional
I
rivalry.
mean, in any low-scoring game, we're all going to think it's boring. But
Well, the problem is it's on Amazon Prime. So the other thing is, like, how many people? I guess do most people have Prime? Clap for hands.
we canceled our Prime.
You did?
Canceled. My kids, my big football fan kiddos are hating it.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have Thursday night football anymore at my house.
Well, if you have Prime, you automatically get the TV thing. If you do the
We canceled it. Gone.
Yeah.
My wife boycotted Elon, or whatever his name is.
Bezos.
Bezos, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because he's bald and jacked. Why?
Just.
Bill's bald and jacked, and I don't fucking boycott
Yeah,
Bill.
but he's a nice person.
So yeah, it is Bo Nix. I can't believe the young guys had to remind us of that. We don't even know who the quarterback was, so it's not a very good NFL podcast. Although we haven't talked much NFL.
But they are punting in their own 7-yard line on 4th down from their end zone.
This would be a huge upset if the Raiders probably turn over cars and light shit on fire if the Raiders win this game.
There
right?
you go.
The Raiders have a big following. I mean, I don't know what it is about the Raiders having such a huge following for a team that has sucked for so long. Now, I can make it like a Mexican joke. I grew up here in Escondido. Like, half my friends are not only Mexican, but they're also Raiders fans, either Chargers or Raiders fans. But they have, like, the biggest following for a team that sucked for so long.
It's like an identity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm a
anytime I
bad
see
boy.
someone wearing Raiders shit, like Raiders gear, I'm like, can you name the running back?
No.
You just like raiding shits. Like you're just a criminal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They like the bad boy image, right? Is that
I
why?
get that. I get it.
I appreciate
They haven't
the
been good
passion.
since what, 2002?
Yeah, they were in the Super Bowl 2003.
2003? Who was the quarterback?
Well, 98. Yeah, the
was
Buccaneers.
it Gannon? Gannon or something?
I don't know. It might have been Rich
remember.
Gannon. The one year the center took off for Tijuana, the bipolar center. You remember that? He bounced. He started having drinks and took off to Tijuana. He was missing. He missed the fucking Super Bowl. 'cause
Are you serious?
He's like, this is so cool. And fucking started drinking in La Jolla and fucking went to Tijuana. 20 years of his life
Just
playing
bailed.
football, and it was like fucking biggest game of his
Oh
life.
man, that's such an argument for with the CTE and all the troubles football has. So it's a bummer to hear those type of stories.
Well, listen. Have you been to Tijuana?
Yes.
It's kind of like my own Super Bowl every time I go there.
Oh, nice.
Adelitas? No, I don't know. Just making up things I've heard before. I don't
Right,
know.
sure, yeah.
Hong Kong? You guys heard? Ramses, have you heard of Hong Kong before? No? Football's a prison sport? Yeah, like Burt Reynolds or Adam Sandler in The Mean Machine? Is that what the movie?
Yeah, there you go. I like where she's going with this.
I like the prison stories. I think you usually do prison jokes when you do your regular shows? Masturbate in prison? Tell us all about it.
Stop.
Wet dry razor. Like an electric razor? Okay. One good battery, one bad battery, because you can't get off dry, she's saying. I have to repeat this for the audience at home because there's millions of people watching this. So if they want to get off at home, they get a wet dry razor. Well, I use that. I mean, come on, who doesn't use that? So your bunkmate, are they involved in this or? She was banging another chick? Yeah. Oh my God. She's wearing an orange jacket too. Orange is the new black over here, for sure. Oh, well, it's orange is the new black tonight. We need some more jailhouse information.
Something. Yeah, we're going to talk to
You're
you
making
after the
women's
show.
jail.
We need the scoop.
Yeah, we're old. What? We're old and married. We love all these stories. We might do a whole new podcast just with you based on this shit. Well, straps? Like strap-ons? Oh, yeah. That's the first thing I want to learn. Okay, toothbrush. I got to tell everyone because you don't have a mic. You take a toothbrush holder or a toothbrush. You wrap a sanitary napkin because you got to be clean in prison. For the pushing. That's the cushion for the a latex glove over the top of it. Make it into a penis. Then use your bra to hold on as a strap on. And is everyone doing this? Ace bandages.
Sounds like you know how they do it.
Yeah. What do you mean they? It sounds like you're very intimate in this process. And then you were like, what did you use? Let me see that thing. Let me smell it. Let me see what's going on. Yeah? You never did? And then never tried it? Wet, dry razor. How many times a week are you trying to use that thing? Once a day? So you're like a dude then. Jesus Christ. I don't think anyone can hear this. We might have to give her a microphone. You married a dude of a prison pen pal website. He found you.
I like how your boyfriend reminded you of that story.
Wait, paper dolls?
This guy's great. He's like, he leaned over and said, tell him about that one guy.
What is paper?
Yeah, tell him about your. Wow. You know
what is paper dolls?
Whatever.
For prisoners. Like us? Don't include me with you.
Just like you, Adam.
Yeah. People like us that are fucking horny and want to fucking blast them. Okay, yeah. No, we're good. We're gonna wrap this up. No. We're gonna wrap it up. We gotta go. I gotta go to softball anyway. I'm getting made fun of my slides. I gotta go to softball. We need to have you back though. We're gonna have you as a guest for sure because we need to hear all these stories. Yeah, that's amazing. The prison stories for guys are like probably not as good, I'm guessing.
Not as good as that.
I have learned a lot just
They were
now,
wishing it was a strap-on with a fucking toothbrush and not a big old, whatever the hell else was happening. That's interesting. Nice. Wait, who are you talking to now? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's not watching. There's like 6 people, so. Although they have it in prison, then we're. Oh, yeah. Okay. He said. Oh, my God. This has got we've gotten derailed. I'm so
we're off
interested.
the rails, bro.
This is way more interesting than this stupid fucking thing we've been over 2 hours.
It is interesting. I'll give her that.
Yeah, we need to start another podcast. Ramses, put it on the schedule. Her podcast right after our podcast. We'll make millions. Chill Jill.
You might be onto something.
Chill Jill. Well, gentlemen, anything else? Any shows coming up? Bill, you produced a few shows. You producing any shows these days or no?
Ever since I got into it with Jamie Kennedy.
Oh, here we go. Jamie doesn't really do our club anymore.
You want to vent?
Fuck Jamie is right. Like he did my show, and he's on some shit. Like, we all know he's on some shit.
He's a little
right?
nutty. He's a little nutty.
Yeah, he is, and I've always been cool with him. Every time I've worked with him, like, and he was always a cool guy. But one time he showed up, this was right around COVID, and he did my show over in Winchester, and it was the same thing that he did when he did that show a couple months earlier. We agreed on the same thing, okay, like the same pay, 2 shows, same amount of time, everything's identical, okay. But Rocky ran that show before. I'm like, same deal, okay. So he calls me up the day before, says, hey, I don't have my feature. My feature can't come. So I had to find a feature last minute. I found him a good feature. You might remember Anita.
Yeah, I love Anita.
Great feature for him. So he gets there, and he's bitching about everything. Like, this dude is just bitching about everything, and he wasn't feeling well. I don't know if he had COVID or what. It was right around that time. So he was bitching about absolutely everything, and he felt like dog shit. He said, I said, how much time you want to do? He said, 45 minutes. I'm like, okay. So me and Anita have to fill in the rest of the time. I was the host. It was my show. So I did about 22 minutes or so up top, and I brought up Anita to do 25 minutes so we could fill in the time. And while I'm up there, I'm having a good set, and all of a sudden I see this. I'm like, who the fuck is giving me the light on my own show?
Jamie.
Who the fuck is this? Like, it was so weird. It was my girl. Like he was pissed that I was on stage so long. I'm like, dude, I was gonna do, 5, 8, whatever, but you said you only want to do 45 minutes. You said it. I asked you. I'm catering to you. The show was an hour and a half, just like it was last time. And he was pissed and bitching that Anita had food in the green room and everything. Like, oh, look at this. What's this mess over here? I'm like, she's 85 years old. Like, what the what are you bitching about her having food on the table? So he was a total asshole. And he went and did his set. I mean,
You're never going to be on this show again.
I have to ask, did you have this preloaded before you came here? Like, I am going to talk about this Jamie Kennedy story at this
you
fucking
asked me
podcast.
about it, so I'm like, fuck him. I made a video about
He's
it.
unfriending you.
I saw it.
I made a video about it. So yeah, so after I got off stage, he had a problem with me for being on the stage too long. So me and him went outside in the alley. Like, we went to handle it in the alley. Like, I don't want to punch him in the face. It's my show. That's not a good look. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm just kissing his ass, whatever. Like, you're the headliner, whatever. And then he proceeded to be the biggest asshole in the world. And then he changed. He became himself again. So by the time the second show came, I did a little bit shorter time. He goes, Bill, you killed it out there. You killed it, man. You should have done more time. That was awesome. They had a great reaction. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy right now? Like, you told me, like, it's just, I don't know what switched in his brain. I don't know what happened. And he didn't like the fact, because I made a joke in between comics. I made a joke during, since COVID, about people who made fun of Joe Rogan, or people who listened to Joe Rogan during the pandemic. I'm like, why would anyone, so I made a joke about that. So when I brought Jamie up, he looked at me and says, I listen to Joe Rogan. So he was offended at my joke.
Oh, yeah, he's very anti-vax.
I'm like, I told a joke. I didn't even talking about you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all I know is one person feels like dog shit and the other one's vaccinated. You know, and he didn't like that shit too much. Like, you're over here dying on my stage and you have a problem with, like.
I could add 10 minutes to this. He's very anti-vax. He's leans into a lot of the conspiracy. He's very conspiracy guy. He's done he hasn't done the new club yet. He did the old club. He found out I'm slightly liberal. I'm a little left of center, and he found that out. So, like, Josh told him we were arguing about something during the anti-vax, and then he started going, "Are you a libtard or he's tard?" I'm like, "Bro, what?" He's like, I could add another 15 minutes of story. So I get along with him. He's a nice guy. He's definitely a little wacky.
Yeah, we patched things up too. Like, it's just, but he wasn't himself.
No.
There are times his brain just goes in a totally different direction.
For a guy who's anti-vax, he was so scared. I opened for him in Vegas once, or he did guest sets in Vegas when I was out there.
Yeah.
And I purposely wore a mask, and he's wearing gloves everywhere. He's very paranoid. Selling merch, he always brings openers to sell the merch during COVID or post-COVID. He had someone sell merch. Crazy story about him. You know, he dated Jennifer Love Hewitt from the Party of 5 Days. He had Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was at the height of her fame, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and he had her sell merch at a club. So people would walk up and she'd be like, T-shirts, Jamie Kennedy shirts, and it was fucking Jennifer Love Hewitt. People would lose their minds and be like, oh my God, can we get a picture with you? Because he was dating like the #1 star on TV at the time.
That's good marketing right there. That's
it
a good
was
idea.
nuts. But yeah, I can tell some more stories, but I won't.
I have no Jamie Kennedy story.
Well, I'll give you some after this. No, he's a good guy. I don't know if he's going to be back here again. I'll say this: the last weekend he did, he was fine. He did half and half. He makes for a Biden. He does a great Biden impression. He runs in the curtains, does the whole thing, great. But then he flip flops. He did it pretty equally. The first 3 shows, nobody got mad because everyone's on their teams now, right? So he did a good job. The last show, he went after Biden first in the late show with like 15 minutes to go on the last show of the weekend, and fucking lady stood up and was like, fuck you. It like went full melee. And he looked at me in the DJ booth and he just started laughing. I'm looking at him going like this, and he just starts laughing like he meant to do it. And I was like, fuck. So 15 minutes of the last show of the weekend was full melee, people yelling shit. Because I'm like, bro, you did the Trump stuff first, then the Biden stuff, and it worked great. Because then everyone's going to get it kind of a thing, right? It was ugly. People were yelling shit. I had to tell ladies to sit down and all this. And he just laughed at me and pointed at the DJ booth. I'm like, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
He's built a reputation for himself of doing this on a lot of shows. Like I went to about a year after that incident, we went to a show in Orange County, and I hear the people behind me talking. They went to the Comedy Store somewhere. I forgot which one. And they went to the Comedy Store. He goes, that was the worst show I've ever seen. I've been going to Comedy Store for 30 years. That was the worst show I've ever seen. So I turn around. I'm like, hey, who are you guys talking about? Jamie Kennedy. I'm like, yeah, okay. All he did was bitch and whine about people on stage. I'm like, he gets in this mode. Like, he's so likable. That's the thing. He's so likable.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember I golfed with him one time. I thought he was a really nice guy. Yeah. Then we went and hung out with Jennifer. They were a great couple at the time.
They were great.
I thought they were fantastic.
Yeah, they were fantastic. Michael wants to.
Really, really good person.
Well, some people lean into like things that are popular and their followers go up. They lean into that. Again, we mentioned some names earlier that are doing the Gutfeld thing, or the other way. You can go the other way too. They realize, oh man, I'm starting to sell more tickets because these people really like me. So I'm going to lean into that, and they go even more into that shit. Whether they consciously do it or they really believe that shit, they lean into it and whatever. It is what it is. As long as they here at Grand Comedy Club, as long as you make people laugh and you sell fucking tickets, make people laugh, I'm good. I'm here politically, but like I don't give a shit if it's funny. On whatever it is, it's funny. So that's all it's got to be.
That's going to be our common ground in the future.
What's that?
We'll all come together over comedy. We just try not to be so polarized. If we just come together at the Grand Comedy Club and make each other laugh.
I wish that was true for the most part. So Steve Burns a little this way, and Steve sold out the first shows he did here, sold out the whole weekend. And then I had an email 2 months ago when he was here, and some, I'm assuming younger white female, sent me a thing saying there should have been a warning on the show. There was like a trigger warning. Like she was like, I was offended, and I'm like, what?
What was he doing?
He just leans a little this way. Like Alonzo Bowden was here the next weekend, he leans a little this way.
Yeah.
But, they're pros. Everyone was laughing. It was fine. But you get somebody young who's never been to comedy. My reply is always, have you ever been to a comedy club before? Did you watch any of his videos before you came here? Like, my responses are always the same. And it was like, oh, no? Well, this is what comedy is. Like, just because you don't agree with whatever the fuck is going on, other people were laughing, other people left happy, It's like, so it's more interesting things about running a fucking comedy club, getting emails like that. And I am customer service. I get every email. I do everything. So
you respond to everyone?
Dude, I shouldn't. I always say to people, do you think the Comedy Store replies to everyone's bullshit? I know for a fact they don't. But me, we're newer and building, so I reply, hey, did you look at his clips?
That's good customer service.
Oh, it sucks, dude. That's why I'm only 32 years old. Look how I look.
I can tell.
Look how I look at 32 years old. Jesus Christ. These wrinkles. Anyway. Thank you guys, Michael O'Brien, Bill Gibran. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Well done. Another halftime hacks, everybody. Ramses, great job. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Have a good night.